fam. He's been doing it already.
Boy, I've been trying to tell people.
Are we gonna talk about that funny word today or no?
Which one?
What funny word?
Beginning with S.
What was that?
I'm confused.
Fam, the word that is just going around like I've never heard this word used so much in my life. Bro.
Oh, is it that
bro.
word?
That word, man.
The certain kind of dunnies are.
Bro, man are throwing that around like it's fucking. I don't know, bro.
Certain kind of dunnies are falling in line with the. You get me? Is that what it is?
I don't know what you are talking about.
It's just a word that I've been hearing so much from the Tekken community.
We're talking like you know certain guys that are just like kind of like yes men. You get me? Is it that?
Yeah.
Is it that?
I've heard this word so much, bro. So much.
You did have to say that, and it's cool.
I didn't want to just go,
Are we on live? Are we live yet?
We're live.
Man's got the sippy cup here with a little juice in it.
We live.
Wait, sippy cup.
What posh ass cup is that, bro?
Oh, come on.
A glass cup with a glass straw. Nah, this guy has too much bread.
Wooden lids, bro. I don't know what's going on there, fam.
We have too much bread.
That was from Japan or something, right?
You know that guy, that gym guy, that had the morning routine, fam. He just had bare things.
Yeah, the morning routine.
Man's gonna have to run that video now, you know.
I'm ready. What? Put my face in the
morning routine, fam. Saratoga.
Put your face in some.
He was a fruity guy, bro. I don't know what he was doing. He was a fruity geezer, bro. Why am I doing morning procedures?
Yo, what's up, people?
Right.
All right, cool. Are we ready?
It's started, yeah?
Yeah, we're still
ready, man. Ready.
Right,
We there, man.
Alrighty. Okay. Welcome, people. It is your boy Shy Cole Plays, and we are here with another MDL podcast, the best podcast in the FGC, as you know what it is. So, today's topic is an emotional one, on emotional roller coasters, and in all honesty, it's something I don't think we've ever seen in the Tekken community, as far as I know. And that is what I like to call the season 2 apocalypse. So as you all know, season 2 dropped, and to cut the long story short, people are not happy, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
It's dark times, fam.
It's very dark times. There's all sorts of stuff on Twitter. Twitter is just in an absolute outroar, an absolute outrage, and it's just all types of crazy. So we're gonna go through that. We're just gonna obviously talk about first thing we're gonna talk about is just obviously just like the community's reaction and just like the outrage that everyone's going through. But before we do that, we do have a special guest on here, which I like to introduce. We have our American friend from the pond. We have Shola. Welcome, Shola. Thank you for being our first guest on the MDL podcast. We appreciate it.
Jesus. Welcome, fam. Welcome.
If I had my sound alerts, I'll do the whole upload thing. But yeah, anyways. Basically, Twitter's in a complete outrage on what's going on with the season right now, and it's just all types of crazy. So basically, I just want to get you lot's take on season 2, just like what you think about it, like what was your reactions when you first played the patch, when you tested your characters. So let's go round real quick. Let's start with King J.
Yes,
talk
sir.
Talk to us, my friend. What are you telling me? What's season 2 telling you?
I told you so. I told you so.
Clive Rosfield.
When Clive came out, and I said what I said, and you lot was throwing abuse. I said, okay, no problem. Season 2 came. You lot were crying in January about Clive and was crying for season 2. And then when season 2 came, you lot was in shock. I wasn't, because we've suffered a year of this game like this. So when they were talking about defensive and this and other, I said, nah, not gonna happen. I can't see it. So all they did is they made season 2, added new moves. And again, I said, if they add new moves, there's gonna be new problems. There's a bunch of new problems now. So I don't know how they're going to recover from it. And then on top of it now, we have characters like Jack. Make some noise. With
Make some noise.
better visual effects.
Oh,
And
don't forget. Oh, Paul, my bad. Don't forget Paul.
Yeah, Paul
Ooh.
Phoenix.
Are we doing this?
Oh,
here we go.
Pow,
Here we
pow,
go.
man.
Yeah, pow, man.
Pow.
Pow, man.
the walking unblockable. The walking unblockable, fam.
Bro,
Explain
but
it.
you know what's crazy is the irony of the Jack move saying make some noise, and the community made some noise.
Oh, they made
Loud
some
noise, bro. No, there has to be something deliberate going on behind the scenes, fam. There has to be.
Bro, I personally
has to be.
thought it was an April Fool's. I thought, yeah, we're gonna get a patch a couple days after, maybe. But bro, if this is what they want for Evo Japan, it's gonna be another shit show, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be, not fun to watch. They've got a lot of work to do, and I don't feel like they're gonna be able to turn the patch round anytime soon. And the only best thing that scenario I'd say to lastly finish off is they should revert it back to season 1 and focus on the problem in season 1, then add this stuff in later on down the line. Trying to fix season 2 now, there's too many problems. But yeah, that's me.
Cool. Richie, thoughts on
All right.
season 2, my friend?
So I feel like we're going to share a similar experience in terms of how crazy this game is right now. But I just want to say, we spoke about this in the last pod about, things that Leo might get. And Leo got basically everything that we spoke about. Bok low, running free into Bok. And I'm not going to lie to you. If you ask anyone about playing against Leo now, it is peak. Like, it's just peak. Because you have to hold mixes that were just never there. So before you just against Bok, you're just gonna hold back. You're not allowed. You can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. Call out the occasional Bok free that would oppress you by the wall, maybe plus 12, whatever. But now you're actually getting mixed, and it's minus 12, plus 4 in here. And bro, I'll be honest, I've just been running people over, fam. The best way I can put it, I've just been running people over with that character. Like, it doesn't matter how good they are. It's a crazy situation that we're living in, fam. Man have been walking forward mid-match because they don't want to deal with it. Like, it's peak, bro. It's actually peak. So I had my bit of fun. I played 250 games, but I'll be very honest, I can't play anymore. It's as simple as that. I can't play anymore.
After a week or less than a week.
What do you think I was doing before this pod? I was playing FIFA, bro. I was playing FIFA, bro. Listen, I'm good, bro. I've seen what this season's about. I'm gonna wait for the emergency patch, fam. It is what it is.
Damn.
That's rough.
That's me, fam. That's me.
No more. Dante, friend.
Yo,
What are you telling us about season
what are you
2?
saying, man? What are you saying? Fucking, basically, this to me, yeah. And I've been saying this, bro. This has been a long-standing problem that's gradually got worse ever since season 3. So, in my opinion, ever since season 3, this game has started to go in the wrong direction from what Tekken should be. But this problem originated even before this, in a way. And I'll tell you why. It originates from the mindset, or the lie, the straight up lie that Tekken Tekken Tag 2 failed because defense was too good. That is a lie. I'll tell everyone now. Tekken Tag 2 didn't fail because defense was too good. Tekken Tag 2 failed because it was like Tekken 6, but worse in a lot of ways. That's why it failed. It wasn't because everyone was complaining, oh, defense is too good. It was because you kept things like Eddie's back 1-4 in the game, yeah, that led into death combos for pretty much the whole game's life cycle. And it remember, even top level players were struggling with that. So imagine intermediate, lower level players getting destroyed by Eddie's back 1-4 and stuff. So this lie that defense, it was basically killing Tekken and it was the problem with Tekken. That's a lie. That's been a lie from the get-go. So I feel like the developers have either been told this lie or they believe this lie. And ever since basically kind of the start of Tekken 7, but the main thing was season 3 onwards. Yeah. And now we're in the state now where people lied about Tekken 8 and the issues with the game, and they tried to pretend that the game was doing good decisions, or there was good decisions made for the game. But in my opinion, heat and chip damage are two of the worst system mechanics that have ever been implemented into Tekken since Tekken 1.
That's
Ever.
Big man.
Ever. But I thought about
I
it.
agree, though.
No, I've actually thought about this. Like, I've actually sat down and deeped it. Like, since Tekken 1, I don't think there's been worse system changes ever implemented. Like, okay, you had Tekken 4. What did they have? The wall push. That's minor. That's not as bad as heat and chip damage, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, you had the tag games. Okay, they're spin-offs, whatever. But heat and chip damage were just huge mistakes to implement into Tekken. And then I said this from the start. People that have been watching my stream, people that I said, they're implementing heat, but are they going to be able to balance it? They're not going to be able to balance heat properly. And you're seeing that right now. And then obviously they're adding new moves and etc. And now you've got, you know what I mean? They're not play testing the game, obviously, because you've got bugs like Jack's 2-1, up forward 1+2, and Paul's unblockable. Like, those bugs should have never made it into season 2. Like, just a little bit of play testing, with a few players or whatever would have sorted that out. So they're making a lot of mistakes, and the community, like, is not happy, and it's getting to the point where, okay, tag nearly killed the franchise. This actually has a chance of killing the franchise unless, and the thing is, the only way out of this is to make significant system changes. Like, the moves, the balancing, that's out the window. You're gonna have to hold that. The moves are there. They've spent their money on the animations. They're not gonna revert it for 90%, but they're going to have to make the crazy system changes in terms of defense and nerfing heat to help alleviate the issues in it. That's what I think. So
Okay. All right. Shola, what's your thoughts on season 2, my friend?
I'm gonna be I think this game is good. I think season 2.
What? No way.
Nice line.
Let me stop. Okay. All right. Let me keep it 100. Season 2 of Tekken 8 is not my favorite Tekken. I'll tell y'all that right now. There is a lot of problems. I think season 1 was better, even though that's not saying a lot just because of how season 1 kind of went, right? But I will say this. They did kind of put us in the okie doke. So obviously there was a video before they did that the Tekken Talk, saying they were going to add ways to do defensive options, right? And here's what I think. In my opinion, what they thought defensive options was giving characters more stances, or a stance that they didn't have a stance already. And the reason why I say that is because the people who have stances, like people, how would I say? All right, in the older Tekkens, it was hard for you to just mash out of something just because, right? Because most of the time you get put in frame advantage, you have to block or hold it, right? Nowadays, they go in a stance, you can probably just mash out of it, or instead of blocking, you can just sidewalk or sidestep, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the way they kind of put it in this game is kind of ridiculous because not only that, you have people that everybody can parry something. They have a way to get out of something, and it's more of a obviously this game is 50-50. It's not aggressive, it's oppressive to the point where whoever really gets the first combo launch, at that point, 9 times out of 10, unless they drop it or made a mistake, they probably won the round already, right? Because they get into the wall, you got to guess for your life. You guess wrong, you're dead. Leo's a good example. Leo's ridiculous at the wall, right?
Bro,
so
insane.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Leo's ridiculous at the wall. Then not only that, I understand they want to cater to the new fans and everything, but you gotta also realize people who've played this game or the series for however long and took them, however long to get good at the game, that it's kind of like almost thrown out the window because now you have all these new players, and this is nothing wrong with them because obviously this helps them a lot. But you have all these new players who all of a sudden they're good. They're good. They're good. They're really good at the game. Not only that, the players who the way they wanted to play in Tekken 7 or previously, and they couldn't, it wouldn't work for them for some reason. In this game, it works for them now. So it's like it kind of diminishes the time and effort that people from the previous iterations of the game put into, you know, training, however many hours a day they did, how many years they put. So, but also to Dante's point, he said the reason why Tekken Tag 2 failed is because it was like a rehash of 6. I don't think that's why it failed. I think the reason why it failed was because you were forced to play 2 characters at once. And it's ironic I said it because Tekken Tag 1 I think did well, but you were forced to play 2 characters at once, and not everybody at the time had the I guess the mental capacity. I guess that's
Tag 2 had 1v1 though and 2v1, which I also think Tag 2 had 1v1 mode and 2v1 mode, and I also think that was problematic as well, because you could run into someone playing a single character and you're playing tag mode as well, and it also had 1v1 mode in there as well, so it can't be because of that.
But I mean that's but 1v, I don't know. It's Tekken Tag, you know, and the name says tag in the game, so that's why I'm just going off based off that. But not only that, but once they like sent the game out, they just kind of sent the game out. It was done. They started in 6. 6. I mean 7. I don't know if y'all remember when the 7 first got announced and it came out. Everybody was saying it was like casino this, casino that, casino this, casino that, right? And eventually, over time, it got better to the point where now everybody's praising the game. If y'all ain't seen, you know, what's going on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
But now also at the same time, the changes they added in 7, it was like they used 7 as a test. Like, for example, guard break. They used 7 as a test to see how it will be in Tekken 8, right? They didn't even put wall bounce in Tekken 8. I don't know if you noticed that they didn't put no wall bounce in Tekken 8.
Imagine they had wall bounce in Tekken 8 with all this nonsense.
Don't say that. Don't even say that.
I reckon we should have wall bounce in the game.
Something about combos needs to be toned down a little bit. Fam. You can't have wall bounce as well.
It's very easy, bro. The tails, the strong aerial spins, one per combo. This is why people say it's a party game, because why can you do 3 of them, a heat burst and the tail spin in one combo?
Oh, you're talking about the strong aerial.
It's 2. Yeah. It's 2 now, but some characters can actually do 3, and it's still like. Bro, have you seen Steve?
Bro, I've seen it all. It's like, bro, like you could only do like literally you could only do 1 bound in Tekken 6. That's all you got. Now you having like what 3 different types of combo extension.
It's wild.
How does that
Absolutely
make sense?
Wild.
It's actually.
Let me finish because I'm gonna forget. I don't want to forget what I'm saying. Long story short, I don't. To King J's point, because me and Jay have talked about this, and a friend of ours, we all agree they should revert it back to season 1. Maybe the heat, like from high armor, still keep that out, and then just work on it. And you know how like they do Fated Retribution or Bloodline Rebellion, just a new R game. They should be like Tekken 8, Super Rebellion. I don't know. I'm just whatever it's called. Just make that the next iteration, and then have all the quote unquote fixes on it. But as far as the 50-50s and everything, I mean, every Tekken game had 50-50s to be honest, but it wasn't extreme like it wasn't to the extreme like this. To the point where the only way you can get out is either you take a risk and try to jab somebody out of it, or do armor, or crushing in this game is actually kind of absurd too. So it's like it's a lot. There's a lot that I think they should do. Now if they're gonna do it, I don't know. I mean, maybe they have better ideas. Who knows? I mean, I don't think this game is going to kill the series.
Better ideas.
I can say that. I don't think it's going to kill the series. This is not like depth of Tekken or anything like that. But it is very questionable. Their decision making is very questionable right now.
I think it's quite unstable at the moment. Is the best way to put it.
And it's still inconsistent. This game is still inconsistent as is as far as like the mechanics in the game and whatnot. So
Cool.
All right, Immortal, what's your take on season 2, my friend?
I don't really have a lot to say about season 2, to be honest. I think what people need to stop doing, I think Tekken players are very delusional. I think they're clearly shown. No, but let me finish. I think Bandai Namco have clearly shown that they don't care about what we're saying. Like they literally said certain things in a Tekken Talk and said labeled it as a defensive patch and have showcased zero defensive capabilities in season 2. Zero, literally zero. So what I'm saying is Tekken players need to stop saying they need to revert it back to season 1, and it's not happening. How can we take season 2 and like take this iteration of the game and make it better? What defensive mechanics can we put in? Because they're clearly not going to change how heat works. They're clearly not going to change how, well, they have to some extent, but like the combo system, how aggressive it is, they're doubling down. Everything we said we don't want about the game, they've literally doubled down. They've put more 50-50s in. They're punishing throw breaks with chip damage, which is just crazy.
Like, they reverted that.
They didn't revert it.
It's going to get reverted. It's going to get reverted.
So they say.
Yeah, so they're saying it.
What
so like,
bro, think about it, bro. Like, sorry, Jada, I don't mean to interrupt you, bro. You see that in the Tekken Talk they said that chip damage was only in heat, bro. It's out.
We're gonna get into that next section. We need to
Dante winding me up for saying that, bro.
Yeah, there's the thing I will say about that.
No, wait, let him
all finish. Yeah, go.
Yeah, so I think that Tekken players need to stop being so delusional and just think like, you know, what can we suggest for them to bring forward? I think Tekken players are so delusional that they're going back on Tekken 7, the game that they said they hated. Like, that's how you know this situation is bad, because like I actually hate Tekken 7. So, but you won't catch me going on that game. I'll go on Tekken 6. I still revisit Tekken 6 to this day. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't like Tekken 7, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Tekken 8 is so bad. Now I'm gonna go on Tekken 7. That's delusional. Moving forward from that whole concept, I think season 2 is like, the thing is in season 1 I said the game was fun out of competitive environments. I think it was fun casually with friends, you know, when you're just messing about in like casual sets and stuff. It was fun. But I feel like season 2 has actually removed the fun from casual sets now. It doesn't even feel fun to play like in quick match. It doesn't even feel fun. The only aspects of Tekken 8 that is fun to me is the fact that they buffed my character and now he's fun to play. That's the only reason that I'm actually playing this game. And the only reason I'm playing the game is because of content. I don't want my YouTube channel to go down the toilet because of season 2. That's the only reason I'm playing Tekken 8 at the moment. I literally got to Tekken God in ranked. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it here because it's just ranked is so stressful.
Stressful.
So I'm like, bruh. Yeah, the rank system is good. I think it's good. I think it still needs a bit of tweaks. I think like being promoted and then being on demotion risk after being promoted is a bit weird. I think they should change that. But apart from that, I think the rank system is actually quite good. Especially now that you can search for the same rank and stuff. I think it's good. It's tough because obviously all the top players are in ranks, you know, Tekken Emperor, Tekken God, some are emerging now into TGS. So it is really tough, but that just happens in a new season or in a new game. It always is tough for the first like 3 weeks. So that you're going to have to kind of just hold that. But the system itself, I think is fine. I just think it needs to be tweaked a bit. But yeah, season 2, I think is, I don't think it's fun, but I think Tekken players need to stop being delusional and stop saying that we need to go back and revert to this and revert to that. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, season 2 is just not fun.
The game is what it is.
Go back to season 1. I think we should go back to that.
I didn't even like season 1.
Did I hear you right? Did you say the system's fine?
No, the rank system.
Oh, the rank system.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
The rank system was all right, you know, to be fair.
All right, cool. My opinion. Blood clot, bro. Season 2. You know what? Yeah. Rough.
He's gonna say something mad.
Horrible, fam.
You know what?
Say something mad. Watch.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Let's hear it, Lars.
You know it,
Lars. Yeah, Lars got buffed. Yeah,
he's having fun because Lars got.
I can hear it already.
I got a new wall combo. Yeah, got a new wall combo.
That's the karate chop at the wall.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a new running move.
I'll be honest, yeah. I'll be honest. So. From the Tekken Talk, right?
Sorry.
No. From the Tekken, not even from the Tekken Talk. From when they did that Evo video saying that this is gonna be a defensive pack, I was like, okay, cool. it sounds like they're listening. It sounds like they know what I got. They're understanding what we. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like season 1, bro. Like, I was struggling to get GOD for months. I got GOD. I didn't touch the game, bro. I just refused to touch the game, bro. So, and the game wasn't fun to play, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, obviously, we all had our issues. The game's a bit too aggressive. You need to add more defensive options. So, not in the last Tekken Talk, but the Tekken Talk before, when they was talking about, they added be able to sidestep from crouch and you can buff the sidestep and that. I'm like, raw, okay, cool. It sounds like do you know what I mean? They're trying to, buff the defense. Do you know what I'm saying? Then the latest Tekken Talk came out and it started off okay. And then when they started showing off characters and the nonsense they was doing, I was like, red fucking like, because what am I looking at?
Pardon me.
I'm seeing King doing a free hit string into fucking
They can charge.
Like,
They can charge.
What's 8?
Into run.
Into run.
You know what I've noticed they're doing? Sorry, Sky, but you know what I'm noticing that they're doing? Yeah, they're basically adding. They're adding like, you know how we were complaining about how certain things were doable in Heat. What they've done with season 2 is they've allowed us to do it outside of Heat, which is just ridiculous. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Sorry, Shy, go on.
Yeah, so I'm seeing King do that. I'm seeing Jun do Kamehamehas from half the screen.
Spamming it.
That is so dumb.
Spamming it.
And it launches as well.
Spamming it.
Bro, I feel like I can't even step the move.
Heat engage.
Fam.
Why?
So he has an install now. They get more characters installs. Who thought that was a good idea?
Like, why? And I'm like,
So that's why Kazuya's so good.
Like, bro,
No install. Man.
so it's like, so from the Tekken Talk, I'm like, this is a red flag. This is looking like a shit show. And then everyone's like, oh, wait for the patch. You don't know, just wait for the patch.
Seen a few of those.
And I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but did you not just see what I saw? Yeah. And he showed like, what do you thought?
The game's gonna be good, guys. Just wait for the patch.
Man was blind in that.
And they only showed 4 characters. So I'm thinking, if that's just 4 characters, what did on to the rest of the characters? So I'm like, cool.
Little did we know.
Then the patch comes out. So the first thing I did, I looked at all the general stuff first. Then I looked at the boring stuff. So let me see all the general changes. The only highlights I saw was that apparently they fixed the P2 sidestepping thing, apparently, and they fixed the slow-mo bugs. I was like, okay, they fixed a couple bugs here and whatever. I go to Lars, and the shit I am seeing, bro, if you see my reaction when I was doing it on stream, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Lars having down forward 1 string. You see? Lars, and his down forward still be -1. Lars having heat enhanced moves outside the stars. Lee having a new wall combo. Lars doing 2 strong aerial tailspins. I'm like, what the fuck have they done to my character? He's just a different character. But little did I know, they fucked up everybody.
Everyone. Everyone, bro.
You say it like that.
Bro, and everyone has that same feeling, Shay. Everyone about their character to some degree.
About what?
Everyone's on their own character. Everyone had the same feeling. Like, my character's fucking broken.
Certain characters got it worse, though. Let me just say, sorry to cut you off, bro. Martial law and Jin, R.I.P. man. Sorry to you guys. Bro. I swear down. I swear down, bro. All-right, like, bro. My condolences.
Hey, pour one out, man. Pour one out, man.
Bro, pour one out. Martial law and Jin, bro. What have they done to those characters, bro? Honestly,
I'm just gonna say that.
Hey, see the running headbutt from Hiachi.
Yurian. Oh man. Character to do something like that. So
yeah. So sorry, I'll finish up quick. So obviously we'll get to the next topic. But like, so I'm looking at my character like, yo, my character is insane. Little do I know that everyone's character is tapped beyond belief. So then I'm like, what the? Bro, I jump into ranks. I'm getting murked, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going
Can't be
on.
getting murked for that last, fam. Come on, man.
Bro, I don't.
What do you mean you're getting murked, fam?
Listen. Remember, Lars is a new character, bro. So I have to learn everything basically, bro. I need to know what to do now. And I'm just like, let me just jump in rank and see what. Bro, it's a shit show. Ranks is a shit show, bro. It's insane, fam. So, yeah, bro. So, literally, long story short, bro, the patch is shambolic. I don't understand how they said this is an offensive patch. There's 0 defense. They triple down on aggression. It's fucked, bro. To the point where the community is in a fucking up. Like, it's just absolutely insane. But yeah, that's my opinion on season 2. But what I want to talk about is like just in the Tekken Talk. I'm gonna keep it 100%. Just the lies they said in the Tekken Talk, bro. Like they literally gave us misinformation, bro. And the reason why I bring this up is because I feel like there seems to be a mad miscommunication on the dev team. Like I don't understand. Like Murray was on
just doing it on purpose. They actually don't care. The
Like,
thing is, we've already spent our money, so they don't care about what we say. What don't people understand? They want to draw more casuals in. That's the whole reason they're doing these changes. Is the whole business model is casual centric. They do not care about veteran
They're
play.
doing it the wrong way.
They don't care.
See, this is where y'all
No,
wrong.
but what? No, you know what though? What Jaden's saying is right though, because like,
No,
bro,
but
think about it. Yeah, we've already paid, bro.
Why do you think they haven't
in.
done nothing about the cheaters? The
Yeah,
cheaters are paid for the game. They spend money in the Tekken shop. Where's the cheat? Like, where's the?
cheat? We need to
about the
actually
cheating stuff?
we need to actually.
What's
We're
going
going to talk
Yeah,
about
They
that.
don't care.
Well,
bro.
what-
Because they paid their 60 quid, so it is what it is.
What I'll say is, yeah, from Tekken 6 to Tag 2, Tekken 6 had scenario campaign. That was one of the main reasons that got me playing the game more and to find out how
That's same.
combos work
Yeah,
and
facts,
frame
that one
data.
was amazing.
And a lot of people got into the game like that. Tag 2 had
Your mic muted, Dante.
Yeah, your mic's muted. Mid-sentence.
how is it muted?
Mike was onto it. Mike was onto it, fam.
You about to say something crazy amount. Muted for
Where am I? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
You can hear you.
What happened? I didn't do anything.
Your mic was
Someone must have muted me. Anyway,
No, I'm muted you.
bro, I didn't do anything. I promise.
No, go on.
Go on, fam, go on.
Anyway, yeah, like there was no scenario campaign at all in Tag 2, but and then that game did significantly worse. So like a lot of casuals got into the game and got better through a mode like scenario campaign, which they got rid of, and they still don't have a quote unquote scenario campaign in Tekken 8 either. So I feel like the way that the approach to drawing these casuals, because Jay did the poll about the casuals liking the aggression. Other people have spoke to casuals as well. A lot of people ain't liking the direction of the game, even casuals. So I think the main way you draw them in is through modes like scenario campaign. That, you know what I'm saying? So I think they're
like casual modes, basically, which
casual modes.
You want Tekken Force basically again?
Tekken Force, bro. Online.
I like
That's what scenario campaign was. It was Tekken Force, but online even better. And then you get your good you get your treasure chest with your customizations in, and the casuals love that, bro. There's none of that in Tekken 8.
Fam, isn't it wild? Isn't it wild that in the story mode they have something similar to scenario campaign mode, but it's just that little segment?
that Lars or whatever.
Yeah, like why didn't they take
The worst
that?
character in the game. Come on.
Well, like the thing is, okay, as good as the story mode was, there's no replayability really, because
There isn't.
You just play it once, you've seen what happens at the end, and that's it. But scenario campaign, there was replayability because you could play online with your friends, and
that was lit.
You know what I mean? You could get the treasure chest, and something else might be in there. Do you know what I mean?
But you could play Heihachi's story again.
Dave.
Hey, our story is.
For what?
Hey, look.
See, man, headbutt a meteor off him.
Hey,
Man couldn't be serious for 2 minutes, bro.
I'm sorry, Dante.
Nah, here it goes. But it's what I'm saying. It's the wrong way to get casuals, man. The casuals don't get affected by if the backdash is better, or if the, you know what I'm saying, they don't care, they don't know, they're still trying to figure out, you know what I mean, what a down forward one is, or a launcher. They don't even know. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I feel, you know what I feel, this is I think where the disconnect is. They feel like the casuals want to be like the new knees, and I want to be, you know, in tournaments and competing and doing well. That's a real casual is a real casual, bro. They don't care about that stuff. They just play the game. when I just press a couple buttons, mash up a couple of their friends,
Yeah.
and done. Do you get what I'm saying?
But now they can mash up knee. Now they can mash up knee.
The problem,
So
so
it'd be like Arsenal Ash. It wouldn't be a me. All the
yeah, but the thing is,
Bro.
like, so, like, for example, like, I started playing Tekken properly in Tekken 7. But what made me get into Tekken is because I wanted to get into it competitively, and I didn't want it to be. Yeah, and I didn't want it to be easier. Like, I enjoyed having to learn the game. Do you get what I'm saying? The whatever that word is, bro. I can't say it.
Intricacies.
Thank you very much. But
intricacies,
yeah, that of Tekken. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to Korean back that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Knowing about I have to sidestep this move against that move, and you know what I mean, learning matchups, like these things took years for me to understand, and I enjoyed that because that's what I was trying to do. I wanted to be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? I think where the team, the second team is getting confused, they're getting confused with those people and casual people. You get what I'm saying? Like casuals, that's what I'm saying. Casuals will only be casuals. You want the new Tekken fans. You want the new Tekken competitors. And what you've done now is you've just dumbed down the game so much that literally anyone that wants to compete can literally go and lab their character for maybe an hour, bruv, and just fuck up people that's been playing the game for 5 years. It don't make sense.
Hey,
that's what I was saying before. That's exactly what I was saying before. Did you see
saw
that boycott thing? But by the way, that boycott.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about that section.
Yeah, it's just bro. So it's just like and then just like the misinformation in the Tekken Talk. You got Murray saying, "Oh, the throws only take damage in chip when it does it outside the heat." Like, how are you how are you giving misinformation like that on a big live stream? That's huge.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Huge, bro.
Like saying that Anna's low is not punishable. It's punishable.
He literally said it's not punishable.
Like,
you won't get a punish. That's what he said.
And if they finish it with the rockets, it's not punishable.
No,
you can't interrupt.
No, you can punish it. You can punish
it. You can hop
kick
it.
Yeah. Like you can block the first hit and get a punish on it. Like
so it's just pure misinformation, and that's a very bad look. Like that's an extremely bad look because you don't even know what's in your game. So
it's mad,
and that's why you're probably seeing bare bugs and shit because they didn't test it. They don't even know what's in their own game. Like to me, what it looks like to me, this patch, you know what this season 2 looks like to me? It looks like they had this patch done from like early in season 1, like earlier in the season 1 life cycle. Like they was working on this, and they were like,
it was just a test project.
The community don't like it, but fuck it, we done all this work, we're putting it out anyway. That's what it looks like to me, because there's no way you can say in one breath, oh, this is an offensive patch, and then in the next breath, you've tripled down on all the aggression that we don't like.
The thing is, though, sorry to interrupt, but like Mori did say, though, I remember this clearly. Like he did say, we can't change the direction of the game. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like he was basically saying, you know, the aggression. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't change that because I forgot the exact words after that, but he did specifically say that he didn't want to change it.
That's fine. Like we understand the game's aggressive. We understand that. He didn't mean triple down on the aggression. All we asked for was just give us some more defensive options. Do you know what I'm saying? Heat dash doesn't have to be plus 17 on block or whatever it is. Or you know what I'm saying?
That was a good idea.
Like it doesn't have to be that, bro. Like
that would never be a good idea.
+5 is okay.
Yeah, like make it just so that the defensive play, because I would say I'm not an aggressive player where I can just press button, like, you know what I'm saying? Like make it so that defensive players can play the game.
Yeah.
Because literally playing defense in this game just makes you lose.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like that's how I play that's how I learned Tekken, is to like the
play by the book.
Tekken.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just So what we asked for defense, and they just said, "Fuck that, we're just giving you everything." And it's just miscommunication in the team. That's what I think. So when I've been waffling, you lot talk now.
Fam, I read something about like them having like a hold on like the competitive scene in a way, because it's like they released their TWT tour, you know, EWC, all of that is out there now. So they kind of have the pro players waiting to travel and all of this. So they've made this game, you know, visually absolutely ridiculous, and the players are still going to travel anyway. So that maybe that's what's in their head, innit? They're going to show off this, you know, crazy game, you know, crazy direction they want to take the game. Yeah, and like we as pro players just have to part with it, and they think that the fans are going to be like, oh my god, wow, this is so the best thing ever, like that we've never seen in any other fighting game. But
So
like playing it is literal garbage.
What do you think? What do you think would happen if pro players actually stopped going to tournaments?
I don't think they thought about that, fam. I don't think they thought about that. I think they just threw the schedule in front of all of us and thought, yeah this is guaranteed.
Because remember, Tekken 7, the competitive scene carried Tekken 7 a lot. Like
big time.
The competitive scene put that game on like the big Tekken streams with the loads of viewers and trust me, like the competitive scene did a lot for that game because there wasn't much to do offline on that game either. So you know what I'm saying. So if the competitive players say, yeah, listen, you know what I mean, we're done with this, yeah, and then other people, even casuals, say we're done with this, they're in a bad position where they've got to do something in it. Otherwise, you get me.
Do you think this is another reason why they don't care about online like that as well, with like cheaters and stuff? Because they just feel like offline is just booming.
I think
like it's doing so well.
Offline is not booming though.
I think the cheater situation is just a thing of like it should have been implemented from the start, and because it hasn't been implemented from the start, the cheaters are probably too far ahead of them now. Bro, the cheaters aren't joke, man, bro. These geezers know what they're doing on the computer. When you've got no defense, like no anti-cheat in the game, these men are ahead of them. So even if they tried to probably implement something, they're already two steps ahead of them already. It should have been implemented from the start.
But they can, if they really wanted to, they can spend money and implement an anti-cheat. Like they really can.
Do they have that money though?
But fam, you've got smaller games than Tekken with anti-cheats, bro. Like,
yeah, but I mean, I hear that, but I mean, there's other stuff going on at Namco as well that ain't good. So it's like they might not have the money to spend on anti-cheat.
I think that's a cop out, to be honest with you. I hear what you're saying. That it should have been implemented in the beginning. Like the fact that a game has no anti-cheat an online game has no anti-cheat is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't believe that, bro. How has Sparking Zero got anti-cheat and flipping Tekken don't have anti-cheat? That doesn't make no sense.
But their Bleach game doesn't have online ranks though. So there are games that are moving a bit mad at the minute. Bleach is not selling as well because they said they're going to put ranked into it. But like in 2025, how are you having a fighting game?
But you know what? I'll be honest. A lot of these anime games are very cash grabby, so I'm not even surprised. Like, even
what's the reasoning behind that though? To not have ranked in a fighting game? Like,
they just wanted to get the game out.
I just wanted to get a game out.
Even with Storm Connections, fam. Storm Connections had no player match. Why? You couldn't play with your friends.
Bro, I'm telling you, I think the problem is wider than just Tekken up there in the office, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on up there.
You know what I think it is, Dante? I think personally, they're running out of money. And people might be like, oh no, but they got mad money. Listen to this, yeah. When they released the game, they never had shop. They might have been implemented somewhere in the game, like they were going to release it later on down the line. But bro, they released shop a month after release. Mm-hmm. That was quick. Like, why would you not release it just with the game? Like, and just let people know straight away. You done it a month after because you wanted people. Like, I personally think you wanted good reviews, all of this stuff. And then obviously they probably realized it didn't sell as well as they wanted to, so they had to do something. I don't think personally, like me, I personally don't think it's directly Michael Murray, Harada, and I think it's people above. And they're probably looking at it thinking, right, you know what, this game is not selling. We need to do something about it. And they're just throwing anything they can to try and make money. Because if we look at it, yeah, this game has sold 3 million? Like, and bro, I'm not gonna lie,
just over 3 million. They said.
Yeah, like I just don't think that. I don't think that's good enough for a game of what budget this Tekken had. Like Tekken 7, it took a bit of time, but you know, like you said before, the esports side of things, you know, the tournaments and stuff, that's what carried it, and bare people started wanting to get involved because the esports scene looked lit. Like you're seeing Arsenash come over and just dominate now, like, you know, the Pakistan era where, you know, we've never seen another country dominate Tekken before. It's always been Korea, but now you're seeing Arsenash come over, and then you're seeing Atif. But bro, it was a sick time. So
it was lit.
Tekken 7 was crazy.
We was part of that shit, bro. Man was flying out. You get me? It was lit.
I got gatekept by Arsenash a couple times, fam.
And that game had a better flipping backdash, and it didn't. You couldn't just pop heat round start and run at you with King. Like,
but this is the thing. They in their mind, like, all right, cool. So I'm trying to check it from a business mind, yeah. From their mind, they know we are going to buy Tekken. It's this game. personally, for me, I don't think this game is for us. They know we're gonna get it because it's got the Tekken label on the tin. They want to get the super casuals, the people that just don't have time to learn Korean backdash, that don't have time. They just want to throw things at you like, oh yeah, you can do this move. This move is +5 on block. You can do this move. This is
Everything's
+8
plus.
Everything is
Everything is
plus.
plus.
What I'm trying to say, Jay, is when you completely disregard the competitive scene that carried the game, you have to cater to the casuals in a way that makes sense. You can't cater to the casuals in a way where, okay, one person is smoking you and the other person feels absolutely defenseless. Bro, I used to play Tekken back in the day as a casual, right, with my family members, with my friends and that, they would get pissed off if I grabbed them. Like if I grabbed them and I grabbed them again, they would genuinely get pissed off.
Yeah,
So
that's real.
so like, you know what I mean? We're used to this kind of stuff because we can break throws, we have defense, like casual, like there's casuals that they don't even understand how to block lows. So like you can rinse lows on them and So how do you think they're getting, bro? They're gonna get pissed off when you pop heat, bro, and you just doing whatever you want. Like they're gonna get pissed off, bro, and they don't like it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I have heard more casuals saying they don't like season 2 because it was a thing where casuals did actually like season 1, but I've seen a lot of casual players or lower level players saying they actually don't like season 2 now, and they did like season 1 because they feel like they can't play the game even more so than season 1.
It's bad, bro. I'm making people start walking forward, bro. High level players, fam. Like that should never be the case, bro. That should never be the case.
Wait. I'll say this.
It's dumb.
So everybody is saying, there's way more casual players than they are people that play competitively.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a no-brainer.
That's why we're saying they don't care about the competitive space because it's like
most of the people that bought the game. Most of the people that bought the game are these quote unquote casual players. Like 10 to 20% of people that are really complaining are the tournament players and everything. Those are the ones that's like 10 to 20%. If tournaments die literally right now today, Tekken will still thrive just because of the people.
I wouldn't say thrive. It would still be a good game.
You've lost the plot. No way.
Tekken will still thrive because these same casual players are still going to buy it because majority of them are the ones that's buying it. Look,
bro,
you need the tournament scene though. You need it.
You don't need the tournament scene. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry to cut you, but you know what? I feel like we need to categorize. I feel like there's two types of quote unquote casual. There's the casuals who just like, oh, I used to play Tekken 3 back in the day. Who's that guy that used the kicks? Yeah.
It's common.
You got common. Like they don't care about nothing. They'll just press like my mom. Will just press the buttons, do some stuff done. Then you have like the more casuals who want, the button mashes basically. Then you have the casuals who want to get into get into Tekken. Like, oh, I actually want to learn the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
from other games, casuals that are good at other games that now want to come to Tekken.
For example, like Maximilian's a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays
loads of enthusiasts. That's different. You could label those people enthusiasts.
Or if you want to call them enthusiasts.
Well, Max is different, but there is a lot of people that are good at other games that, like, you know what I mean, want to.
Let me try Tekken. Yeah.
Those are also casuals.
Tekken will just become a side.
They're not dumb.
Piece.
These people are not dumb. They understand when there's counterplay to something and there's not counterplay to something. They're not stupid in it. They'll literally ask, "Okay, what do I do about this?" And when they find out that the answer is just guess, they're gonna be like, "Oh." All right.
Some people like that though. Some people like the MK 50-50 approach. Obviously, not a lot.
They do.
The only people that like that, bro, is people that.
Bro,
MKX the character got buffed.
But MKX was actually fun to play as a casual.
Yeah, this is
season 2 is not even fun.
MK has offline. MK has casual modes.
Yeah, and that
it always has.
That's why it's so good for the casuals, because it has casual modes. Literal modes that cater towards casuals, and then we get our mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what Tekken mode.
That is for us, like, and people that want to actually, use their mind. And
this is why Tekken can't survive without the scene, without the tournament scene. It can't.
Wait, Jordan J, just quickly, and one thing you have to remember as well: the appeal of Tekken. Yeah, because especially when I started in Tekken 7 was that Tekken was meant to be a difficult game. So it's like, okay, cool. I want to learn all the whatever that word is again. of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I wanted to get into it and learn this stuff because I heard it's a difficult game. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what the appeal of Tekken was. And I feel like the devs have lost that. They've thrown it all away, and it's now become a thing where it's like the game's not fun to get into. Like, respectfully.
I forgot who used this analogy, but someone said, look at Souls games. Souls games, like, people love Souls games across the board, but they're known to be hard.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're known to be hard, and people play them because they're meant to be hard. And Tekken's kind of like that in the fighting game scene, where it's like people know it's hard, and people want to get, you know what I mean, into that, and they know, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be satisfying when they get good at the game because it's meant to be, you know, a prestigious hard game. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And they've just thrown it away, basically.
I got a funny story for later. Funny story.
So,
go on, Jay.
I've lost my point. I lost my trailer for, man.
I want to bring up game reviews. Have you seen like the reviews on Steam?
Mostly negative.
I haven't seen
That's all I've seen about it.
Overwhelmingly.
I've seen the positive ones. Someone said that, hey, so of all the pro
It's
players,
overwhelmingly negative. Though, Shola, on Steam.
does that mean I could be a pro player and win the tournament too? And then,
But the thing is when we're talking about casuals buying a game, they actually look at reviews. Like, reviews is a big part of, like, if a casual buys a game or not. So they'll look at a Steam review and say, oh, I don't want to buy it because the reviews
It's
are
mostly
shit.
negative.
It's mostly
Why am I going to spend my money on that?
But here's a crazy thing. The game actually got review bombed before, but Bandai Namco will overturn them and remove them because of, like, some sort of, like, I think they use, like, Chinese people racism stuff, you know, like in the TWT, and countries getting banned. So they were able to actually remove the reviews. They can't do that anymore. They don't actually have a legal leg to stand on now because it's like
they did it to themselves. It's not nothing to do with the politics.
So the Steam reviews ain't looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie, and that will affect the casuals buying.
How many people are gonna buy season 2 after this? Like, actually buy the season pass?
I'm not buying that.
I haven't even bought Anna. I actually wanted to. I played Anna in Tekken 7. I want to play Anna. But
You're saying you wanted to play Anna.
I don't want to buy the character. I'll
That's
just keep it a buck. I don't want to buy it.
Go on,
Hey, do your thing.
I just remembered. So you said there's no casual modes for Tekken, yeah? What about, what about Ghost versus Ghost?
That's
not even a casual mode. I don't even think that's a casual mode.
But of course it is.
I don't
like, bro, people want to actually play the game. They don't like.
It is in a way. It is in a way still,
it's
but
casual.
Like,
I don't.
Do you think a casual's gonna be like, oh yeah, let me fight and
No. A casual mode is beating up someone's ghost. But you're playing, not Ghost versus Ghost. You fighting up someone's Ghost.
Spin-off of the 1v1 mode that is already part of the game. Like,
Ghost was actually fun.
I'm talking about offline modes. Like, all the casuals have right now. Yeah, when they complete the story mode, all they have to do is Tekken Ball. If they don't like Tekken Ball, that's it. But like, bro, like, there used to be more in Tekken, bro. Tekken 5 had a whole separate game inside it called Devil Within, and it was literally
another Tekken Force game.
Bro, it was like he needs one.
He needs it.
No, it was like Tekken Force on crack though. Like, it was literally like that game. You jump in. It was a whole different game.
I'm gonna tell you why Devil Within was that.
It was like an adventure mode. It was like trust me, bro. It had a whole trust me. It literally had a whole separate game inside it, and it had all the Tekken games inside it as well. Like, the casuals had a lot, and newsflash, Tekken 5 was one of the most beloved Tekken games. Newsflash, in it.
Yeah, my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? It had casual modes in there. The gameplay didn't stray too much from what was Tekken. The cutscenes it had, the intermediate cutscenes in between the arcade mode. Like, it done a lot of things right, and later games like Tekken 7, they strayed away from these kind of things. Like, I don't understand why. Do you know what I mean? Like, why?
I'm gonna tell you why the Devil Within was bad. Devil Within was bad because they made Jin.
It was bad.
I think it was bad because they made Jin the main character, and Jin is probably the worst Tekken character to ever come in the history of Tekken.
He is the main character of Tekken, but you're right.
Look, Devil Within was so much greater to have like another character like Kazuya or Heihachi, but
fam, come on, bro. The Jin cinematic thing that he's got in like Tekken 3 or something, fam. Come on, man.
Well, this is the thing. In Tekken 6, you have the scenario campaign. In Tekken 6, you have the scenario campaign, and you could use your own character in that. and play online.
I'm just talking.
Hey, brother.
Cool.
Yeah, listen. Tekken 3 and Tekken 5 sold well. Who was the main character of both games? Jin Kazama.
Because he's a Gohan of Tekken. He's a man. Look, I don't want to even say anything. Look,
Anyway, can't stand Jin. Who beat you in tournament, fam? Who gave you PTSD, bro? What's going on, man?
I hate Jin. Let me tell you. No, I hate his storyline. I don't like him. He's too much of a wuss. He complains about everything. He was crying that he's going to destroy the world and then released a demon. Kazuya said it best in the Tekken 8 story, if y'all played it, because he was saying, "You're no better than me." You see what the hell y'all did in the previous Tekken games? He's right.
I don't, bro.
You try to cover sins? Come on, bro.
I don't personally like Jin like that. Do you know what I mean? But I can respect that he's the main character of the game, and he used to be a good representation of karate, but right now he's
anime.
not a good representation of karate.
He's more anime than Lars, bro.
This is what I mean. Like, so this is what I'm saying, bro. They're taking characters' identities away. They're taking Jin's identity away, and it's just like it's just annoying, bro. Like, but people like Jin, the casuals, whatever, they like Jin. Like, so it is what it is. Whether we like him or not, people like Jin.
Tekken 7 sold well, and Jin wasn't the main character. Jin was barely in that game, to be honest with you. It was Kazuya and Heihachi. And Tekken 7 was the highest selling Tekken. Granted, it was on three platforms, but I'm just saying.
That was nothing to do with the story, fam. That was nothing to do with the story.
I remember Tekken
7 story. We don't
Tekken 7 was guaranteed to sell well because
Akuma.
Akuma was in the game from the start, first of all, and Akuma was one of the most popular fighting game characters to ever exist on the planet, and they put him in Tekken. Do you know what I mean? And furthermore, like Tekken 7 didn't stray away too far from what Tekken actually was. All they did was add rage drive, really. That was it. It had rage. And
rage art as well.
And I think the time and I think the time period it came out as well is when Twitter and stuff like
I was doing bad.
It came out at the perfect time.
It came at the perfect time to grow, I'll be honest.
Doesn't Tekken 7 showcase that like you don't need to add too much to a game though?
Yes.
Like it added rage drive, rage art, but then like,
and some people would even argue that was too much. Like,
people hated
when they started adding more stuff.
Characters like
yeah. That's when it went downhill.
Yeah,
people still would have played Tekken 7 if it had rage art or not. I promise you, they would have. Like, because people played Tekken before there was rage art and they loved it. Do you know what I mean? Tekken wasn't about supers and all that. They robbed these mechanics from 2D games, and they robbed more mechanics from 2D games and put them in Tekken 8. And they should chip damage. That's probably the worst 2D mechanic that there is. Even Street Fighter 6, doesn't have chip damage until you're in Burnout.
That's actually true. That's actually true.
Bro, Street Fighter acknowledged, yo, this mechanic is trash. This mechanic's trash. But you know what? You can have it, but it's only in Burnout. Do you get what I'm saying? But Tekken, they're like, okay, we're going to implement it, and you don't even need to do a quote-unquote special move to do the chip damage. It's just going to be random moves that we assign to chip damage. Random moves. It doesn't have to be some special kind of moves. Any move that we say does chip damage is chip damage.
Another thing, they lied about chip damage being less as well, because why am I seeing Yoshimitsu Fleece Stance do 21 chip damage, please?
Huh?
20.
Why does Anna have a debuff that makes you more chip damage? And then
later, I got a clip. Do you remember what I told you about Anna? Anna, the last one. I got a clip to show you, but we'll get into that.
Shai, wait, Shai. Let me just tell this story quickly because I need to know what you lot think about this. So when me and you started playing like Tekken 7, like competing and all that, obviously I was not playing Leo in it. No, I was playing Heihachi. I was playing Lee. And my biggest problem was I didn't like how hard those characters were to play. That was early on in Tekken 7, innit? So I then wanted to switch to an easier character, quote unquote. So maybe this is what it is. Like me being that guy that wanted to play the hard character, blah blah blah. But then I was like, you know what? In order to compete, I need to do something easier. So maybe they're trying to get more people like me back then, to. You know what I'm saying? Try and get more people competing and being tournament players and all of that type of stuff. So I think that kind of fits that kind of build.
The cool part about Tekken, you know what? Go on, Shaiko.
I don't know if I agree with that, because as far for me anyway, The only reason I play Lost is because I like the character. It didn't have nothing to do with difficulty. If you like a character, you're gonna learn the character. Innit?
But in my thing was, in order to like compete, I felt like I needed to play an easier character. Like that was it. There's going to be a lot more people like that. It's not just going to be me.
That's your decision, but you can't say now that it wasn't cool when you saw a character that you know was hard doing well in competition. Like that's part of Tekken. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, certain characters are hard, like Mishimas or whatever, or harder to pick up. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got the easier characters, and that kind of worked in Tekken 7. I can't lie. You had your Katarinas, you had you know these easier characters, and it kind of worked cool. But that was their kind of like archetype. But now, do you know what I'm saying? They've took characters that are historically meant to take execution or be harder, and they've had these mechanics in for years, like Law, Jin, etc., and they've turned them into like easy mode characters, basically. And it's just like, bro, that's the whole legacy of the game, you know, like that you're messing with there. Do you get what I'm saying? You're messing with a legacy, bro. You're like, do you know what I'm saying though? Like, don't do that, bro. Like law players that have been playing, you know what I mean? Like, you put it this way: in Street Fighter, Guile, Guile doesn't change, bro. Guile's Guile. When you see Guile doing what his thing, throwing it, his still main game plan is Sonic Boom, Flash Kick, rare. That's Guile. He's got the same normals. He's got the same stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it still works. People still love Guile. This, like, the other. If you turn Guile now into a rushdown character, bro, how do you think that the fighting game community would react?
It's horrible, bro. That's what they're doing right now in season 2, fam. That's what they're doing in season 2.
This is what's happening, and this is what I'm saying. You can't just change the way characters have been for like 20 plus years, bro. Like in a bad way. So it doesn't work.
Law's a perfect example.
Law, bro. I can't believe they've done that to Law. What, he can't do while standing 4 DSS no more? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they made DSS easy. They got rid of while standing 4 DSS 3+4, bro. Like the most, like one of the most beloved thing. Like that was like when you saw a Law player.
It's like the coolest thing that
you know that Law player is sick if he does
DSS 3+4.
Why would you get rid of that? Why would you even make DSS easy? Because like you know what I mean, on a casual level, you can still play Law without doing DSS, bro. You can still do it, innit?
You had down 2-3 in that. Have fun.
You had the DSS there for the people that wanted to you know what I mean, get good and you know what I mean, show off that they're mastering the character now. You don't have that anymore. So do you know what I'm saying? You don't have that option to show, okay, I'm mastering this character anymore, which is not good.
It's bad, bro. It's bad, man. That expression, skill expression, bro, it's bad.
Rip said basically 20 years of playing, or probably even longer, of him playing Law just for it to go down the drain when this new patch came out. He doesn't even like Law no more.
Bro, I'm sad for him. Like I learned DSS and all that back in Tekken 6. I'm not even a Law main, but me knowing that I can't, like, that Law's changed like that, it really annoys me. And I'm not even a Law main. I'm just a fan of the character. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not good, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. All right, cool. Let's move on quickly to the next topic. So when I saw this, I couldn't believe it, bro. I thought this was hilarious. So apparently, people, the outrage has been so crazy that people have legit made a Tekken boycott website, bro.
It's a fact. It's not that serious. It is, bro. There's over 1,000 players signed up to it.
I'm gonna show you what it's on now. I just checked now. Yeah, hold on.
It's probably like 3,000 now, isn't it?
3,000. Look, 3,000 compared to 3 million. Come on, bro.
No, bro. Remember, there's 8,000 active players or something like that. So over 1,000 players saying that they're boycotting the game is a big deal, bro.
It is, and there's a lot of tweets to back it up, bro. Because a lot of people are like they're in ranked and they're waiting like an hour for a game and stuff like that.
That is true. That is true.
How much is it?
Bro, it's on 3,016.
No way, bro. I swear down. The last video that I saw was like 1,000.
You're not showing us.
Oh, can you not see it? No. Hold on. Oh, why is it not?
Also, let me say this too before I forget.
There you go.
Please, everybody, please don't be mean to the Tekken devs on Twitter and
It's just wild, man.
Yeah, y'all can't be talking to them crazy like that. Like,
there's no need for that.
Like, I understand frustration. I don't understand the frustration. Like, I'm frustrated too, and everybody on here
is frustrated
it.
as well.
But you can't.
3,016.
That's jumped up like 1,000. Bro, do you know that knee's in this?
Bro. Wait. No. Wait. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Is there revenge?
Wait. Let me say this. you can sign other people up, fam. All you need is their
that's
wavy
just
wank
fake
account,
people,
bro. Yeah, I highly doubt Knee's on this, bro. I highly doubt it. Bro, I was looking for my name on there earlier, I'll be honest, just to see if someone signed me up or something.
It's actually
so
crazy.
what?
I could literally go and ask him now.
Oh,
and
so
he'll tell
you
me.
could you make fake accounts and then put it on?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you
so
could
that's
just use their wavy wank thing and then put it in there, and then that's it. Their names on there.
that's why that might be why it's jumped up so much then.
Yeah, bro.
Well, there is a lot of people saying that they ain't playing the game no more. Tekken 7's gaining popularity again.
It is.
People are playing Tekken 7.
Man on Tekken 7. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just thought I'm trying to read this because I thought this was so. Bro, when I saw this, I couldn't believe.
Bro, there's
don't be
so
mean
much
to
I
the
want to
devs.
say.
Don't be mean to the devs. Just
I do feel like people are doing too much to the devs though. Like, I understand the frustration.
I'll be honest with you. Like people going nuts about Michael Murray. Michael Murray doesn't even have like it's not just him. Like it's a collaborative effort, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he wants to do what's best, but he can't just say, "Hey, let's just change this or whatever." It's like it has to be. It's probably like the higher ups. It's probably the higher ups, like we said, the execs, and you gotta. Yeah, that's why. That's how to talk to people and talk with tech.
Bro, you know, like one thing I want to say when people say like people will be like, "Oh, why did I get banned?" I said Murray's vision. Like, bro, you're basically saying this is his vision and this is why the game is like that. And bro, it might not even be his vision. Like, I don't know the full ins and outs of the whole situation of what's going on in the. I can't say that. Like, I don't know what's going on. All I know is the game is not doing well in it and it's not working out. But I would never ever pinpoint it to someone, and that's probably the reason why he just on that blocking spree. Because I wouldn't be blocking.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him, but at the same time, I wouldn't be blocking people. Like I just ignore it. But I can understand that he's just probably thinking, bro, I've just had enough of this. Like, cause remember, he's been on this team for a while. Do you get what I'm saying? And I can't imagine how much people are tweeting him that are fans across the world. That just tweeting him bare nonsense.
I think I'll play it. Like I'll say one thing though is like I think some people are frustrated that I think he's blocked people that haven't directly addressed Michael Murray. That's what people like. A lot of people are annoyed at. Obviously, I'm not saying go say anything crazy to the devs, but I do see that people are frustrated that he's blocking people just for saying constructive criticism. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear it still. He might literally like he's human too. He might be just going through it, bro.
Isn't it common for people like Michael Murray to have like someone run their account as well? Is it like confirmed that it's definitely him?
No, I think Michael Murray. I think that's his personal account. I think Michael Murray runs his.
Okay, I'm not trying to do the cop out thing or anything. I'm just wondering, innit? Because usually, if you got bare followers and you have to handle bare messages, usually someone that runs your account, innit?
Like an agent or I know what you mean. Still.
By the way, this team just went up to 3,100.
Well, the thing is,
how did it go
isn't this what
Isn't this what
our community managers meant to be for though? Shouldn't the top devs be kind of like silent and then we have to deal with a community manager?
This is the thing. Sorry, quickly. This is the thing. Yeah. I don't feel like I don't think Michael Murray is an actual community manager. I think they need.
That's the issue. This is what I'm saying. Like what it should be like. They should be silent, like those guys, and then we should have to talk to the community managers that relay the information. It shouldn't be like the devs tweeting on their personal accounts saying this, that, the other. It should be community managers for each region as well. It should be each region has a community manager
and stuff.
Yeah, they need. What I feel like the Tekken team need is an actual community manager,
global community manager, global, like goes goes on Twitter, goes on Reddit, see what everyone's saying, watch the YouTubers, the content creators, watch their videos, see what everyone's saying, get a consensus, and show the dev team like, okay, this is what people like about the game, this is what people don't like about the game, this is the changes that I think we should implement, this is the change that people want to implement. You know what I'm saying? And because leave it up to them.
Even if they get the stats of what's been requested the most, they really break it down and tell the devs like they do not want this and they want this, and like now those people should be forced to listen to the community manager because he's the guy who's relaying the information from the community. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what's crazy? There is, when I think about it logically, when we're talking about community managers, there are community managers for each region. So there is one in France. There is. There's one in France. There's
the
one
Bandai accounts, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying
why don't we see from them?
We never have. I've never seen them.
So
Why am I not seeing accounts like literally on Twitter talking about Bandai Namco community manager?
Because I feel like they're Bandai Namco. They're not Tekken community manager.
No,
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
a
Tekken
no, we
community
need a-
manager.
I'm talking.
Right,
We
do
need
you
a
get what I'm
Tekken
Tekken.
community manager.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to highlight that because some people are like, oh yeah, Bandai does, and I'm like, no, it's not Bandai.
But other games have it though,
Tekken.
innit? Other games have their
Yeah,
specific
like look at
community
2K.
managers.
2K had I
2K
don't know
has
if he is now.
Ronnie?
2K.
Yeah,
He was the community. People didn't like him, don't matter. But he was the community
He's
manager.
done what he needed to do.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's
He
literally,
was
the thing
manager.
is, when you're a community manager, it's your job to talk to the community and stuff
Yeah.
like that, like in
And
the appropriate way. Whereas, like, you know what I mean, when you're higher ups or whatever, it's really not your job to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of speak to everyone in this appropriate way and gain all this information. So it would make a lot of sense.
And just to piggyback off of that, I feel like that's why some of these community people, or the people in the community, they're getting a bit just big for their boots and just being cheeky to these devs because they're feeling comfortable with being able to message them and then hopefully get a response or hopefully get a block. Bro, sometimes you just need to just don't respond. Like let people just throw stuff at you. Doesn't matter how much likes they get for the tweet. But just ignore it because the moment you start responding and blocking, look how much people are now running.
People latch onto it, bro.
Bro, look how much people are like actually running with Murray being like blocking people, bro. Like I honestly, my advice to him was just don't block anyone. Like just ignore it. Like you're in a way big position to be doing these things, and you know, like all of these like YouTubers, all this stuff, they're just gonna just log onto it and be like, oh, he's doing this. Then you're just gonna take your face, put it on a thumbnail, and they're just gonna take the mic. You don't need that.
You know what's mad?
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I'm not gonna.
There was a few instances where Michael Murray like kind of retaliated to like what was happening, innit? It was like Aris's stream. There was the guy that was like, there was the guy that was like, I love season 2, and then he responded to that.
Yeah.
And then there was like a comment that was clipped out of context. I actually saw when he typed that comment in Aris's chat, but people are like looking at the comment thinking, "Raw, this is what Murray's saying after all the backlash," but it's out of context. It's not directly. That was not. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
It's just crazy how these guys are running with it.
To be fair, I gathered that was probably out of context. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
this is what the internet does, though.
This is what I'm saying, Jay. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that Murray needs to, if he can't handle the internet, he shouldn't be on the internet, because this is what the internet does. If you put something out on the internet, people, you can't control what people clip out of content. You can't control any of that. So like, but similarly, people, like, you can't control how Murray acts. If he wants to block people, he's within his right to block people. If he doesn't like what you're saying, he's not a community manager. That's not his job. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think it's just a mess.
I think with what you just to piggyback off what you said now, I think it's hand in hand. It's like no one can tell him if he wants to block everyone, he can block everyone.
Yeah, he's actually within his rights to do so.
I think what people are like annoyed about the most though is that he's like, well, people are like, you know, the devs are responding to people that are talking positively about the game when they feel so negatively about the game. But like, in a way, I feel like a good kind of approach would to be like to not really reply to anyone and just put out. Yes. You know what I mean? Their tweet about this, that, the other. Look at Nikotsu. He doesn't reply to anyone, but he just put out his one tweet with the defense showcase and stuff like that, and then he just left it there. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Obviously, they've got the main Tekken page here, and they come out and say, you know what I mean? They said about the
birthdays. That's what they do. That's what they do. Reveal birthdays.
But you know what I mean? I feel like the main Tekken page should, like, once things have been set in stone, they should come out and say, yeah, this is going to change and da-da-da-da. And then the devs shouldn't really say too much, really, like, especially to specific people, do you know what I mean, that are rather slating the game or being positive about the game. Because
you know what I think is crazy is that, like, I think it's not going to get any better, because what the developers are doing is, like, it seems like they're cherry picking certain tweets to respond to, whether it's positive or negative. So they'll like cherry pick the most outrageous statement and then, like, you know, make an emotional tweet, or they'll cherry pick like a tweet that is just completely praising the game and completely ignoring all the negative aspects of the game. So they're cherry picking stuff on both ends of the spectrum, and that does not help. So when the community's seeing it, their game, like, the outrage is increasing because they're just cherry picking stuff.
Yeah, you're just gonna rile people up.
It's just riling people up, and so I think it's just not helping. So I think definitely Tekken needs regional community managers. And if we already have them, because like I don't know if we've already got them. If we already have them, please make it known so that we can direct our concerns and praise,
to them,
to that specific person or group of people. It's just a mess. Honestly, it's a mess.
Do you know one thing I'm gonna say? Hopefully it's not controversial, but if it is, then it is what it is. Listen, these people that are actually community members, stop saying wait for the patch. Stop saying stuff about the game that you clearly know is not right, because you're sending a mixed signal to the devs.
Yeah.
So when you're saying, oh yeah, this is okay, or oh yeah, this is all right. Oh, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for the Tekken Talk. Bro, you know full within your rights that everyone is upset about Tekken. Stop doing that. Like it's fake. Like, and it's really annoying because I'm not gonna lie, you lot are the part of the reason why this game is like this right now. And I fully when I first saw the game come out and I said I don't like it, it's because I didn't like the game. Like I can't be fake. Like, no
the thing is, yeah. Sorry to cut you off. I was gonna say, like, these people actually they influence other people's opinions on the game as well, because they trust these people. So they're like, okay, this guy's probably talking that, you know what I mean, the facts and whatever, and they actually won't think for themselves, and they'll just like be influenced by it. And then the thing is, that's not, you know what I mean, real. Do you know what I mean? They're just being influenced by it, and then that's sending more mixed signals to the devs, and the devs are obviously going to take, you know, the positive feedback as well and think, oh yeah, we're doing this right, even though it might not be right. Do you get what I mean? So,
I feel like, you know what? Sorry, Jay. I was gonna say, I think what needs to stop happening, because I feel like Bandai is very complacent, and I feel like their complacency has gotten bigger over the past like couple of years. I feel like if higher profile accounts or higher profile people, they know that they're more in touch with the community. So if they're saying stuff like, oh, the game is good, or wait for this, or wait for that, and sending mixed signals, it's like Bandai Namco think that because these big community figureheads are happy with the game, that kind of cascades down to the rest of the community, when that's not true. So I feel like, they're very complacent right now. I feel like the complacency is crazy, even when it comes down to like, you know, the lack of content that we're getting. Like, I just feel like the complacency is through the roof. It's crazy.
I personally just feel like there's people that are in the scene that, you know, they might have a bit of status, and I feel like because, bro, stop, man. I want to just finish off. Anyways,
Shola's funny, you know.
Yeah, so like, anyways, I was trying to say something serious, and he just interrupted. This is what he does. Yeah. So, anyways, no, like, obviously, there's people up there that have, you know, their level is pretty high in this community, and I feel like because they might be close with the devs and they might be, you know, giving them into certain positions and situations, they won't say the truth, because, you know, if they do it, they feel like that will hinder their position in the, you understand what I'm saying? So they will say stuff like, oh yeah, the game's good, oh yeah, this is cool, yeah, this is that, but really, you know, it's not. And this is where the communication gets, you know, mismatched, and that's why stuff in the game keeps on happening. Like I was saying before, the +5 on block moves that are mid, you never ever really see those things happening, and these moves are fast. Like a lot of these +5 on block, +6 on block moves,
+7 now,
+7.
John full screen into like just +7. John is just that John mid is just outrageous.
Is that what is that, the beam?
Yeah, no.
It's the homing mid into the
this
mid.
one.
The one that looks like a low.
No, the new
so she got a homing mid into another homing mid that's plus. It's just like
two homing mids.
Yes, bro. And
the homing mid is plus, and you can't do anything. You just have to guess.
Yeah, you just have to hold it.
So you know the one she had before, the homing mid. She's got another homing mid.
Yeah, new one. Yeah.
Remember when I was talking about double guest characters? Remember that, Jake? You know, when you was playing Lydia. Remember I was saying that?
All characters are like that now, Dante. All characters are like that now.
Not everyone's like that, bro. Certain characters are designed. Certain characters are designed to make you punish you for guessing. Bro? Because you was playing Lydia, and I was like, bro, these double guest characters need to allow it. And bro, like, remember, I was saying like Lydia and Eddie, like, are like this, bro. Like, Heihachi, bro, as much as Heihachi's got the dumb mode and that, he's not a double guest character for the most part. He's not. He can't just go into stance, do a plus on block home in mid, and now he's in stance again, and now you have to guess again. Huh?
Yeah,
no, bro. Out of his heat smash, what options has he got?
There's a guard break.
Chop.
He's got a guard break. What's his mid option? -11. or
Yeah,
the same.
Not in Warrior Instinct. Not in Warrior Instinct.
Imagine
It's
if
got
the
the
safe.
stomp.
Imagine
The stomp,
if
the big
imagine
axe
if the stomp was plus into stance again. That's what I'm talking about.
don't
Stop
say it, man.
pretending
Oh,
like
but
you
if he
know
does,
what I'm on about.
if he does the uppercut when he's in Warrior Instinct, he's safe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
safe,
but-
but bro,
yeah,
are
but
you-
he's saying-
oh
he's
my
saying, like,
days.
Imagine if
You
one of
don't
those
know-
moves was plus back
Ah,
into guess
this
again.
is
That's what
really.
he's saying.
Do you not understand the concept that I'm saying? This
I
is why the
hear it.
game's
Plus
in
into
shambles,
plus
bro.
into guess.
Like, oh my fucking god! Like, bro, it pisses me off so much. If
The thing is,
Heihachi's
if they
stomp
actually had
was
that
plus
be-
into stance again, then it would be long, fam. But he's not like that. Eddie can go into handstand, do the mid out of handstand. He's plus into relax again. Only certain characters have this, and they made more characters have this in Tekken 7,
They
Season 2, Tekken 8.
Yeah.
I just wait for Lei Hulong.
No.
No,
What he's
bro.
saying basically,
Really long,
all
man.
your moves. What he's basically saying is all your moves can go into a stance even more. Like, I don't know if you noticed, the animation looks so unnatural. For example, what's a Fang's back four? What's it back
One,
four?
back for one.
3 into crouch staff. Oh
Yeah, but that's so it looks. If you look at the animation, it looks unnatural. It looks like they just put it in there because
They
they're
modded
like,
it. It looks like they modded it.
yeah, it looks like it's modded. Oh, also, and the community, I meant to say this before. The community managers, they do actually have community managers. They're just not allowed to speak on the behalf of Tekken or the company without.
So why are they community managers then? Why are they community managers?
Huh?
Why are they community managers?
Well,
They're
this
not
is what I
allowed to
was
speak.
saying.
Without guidance.
Silent.
That's just the way Japanese companies are. I don't
That
know.
doesn't make sense.
They're probably there just to like transfer communication towards the devs, but
And
like
they don't
it's not
listen.
gonna, but it's not going to be direct. It's just like, oh, they might hear
They-
a bit here, a bit there. You know, what do you take? Like, what do you tell them?
Tekken need a Ronnie 2K who's active on the socials, asking the community questions. Hey guys,
right?
who would you like?
Now, bro.
Before he got two guys,
Like, what's going on
Before
with the
he got
spike
two guys.
combos?
Nah,
Well,
do you know what it is though? I think we passed the point where they like we can trust them to listen to us though. Like because they said we want your feedback, like we give me your feedback, and then we gave them the feedback, and they literally said, "Oh well, we can't change the direction of the game anyway, so hold this then." And it's
This
like,
is what
Fam,
I'm saying, bro.
not only do we have spike combos, we have double spike combos.
You have Lars.
Assassina.
Hold on, sorry.
We have
It's crazy.
double spike combos.
Have you seen the list
I
new
don't know,
spike combo?
I don't
Have you
know
seen
how
the
that-
list new spike combo?
The stomp.
Yeah, the
Stomp
jump
is
in
It
thing.
does more
Wait,
damage than
wait.
Bear Spike. It does
And
more
look-
damage than Bear Spike.
Hey Dante, remember the jumping stomp?
Elysia has the spike combo.
Yeah.
You're lying to me.
I'll show it. I'll show it.
Dumb.
Does
Yeah,
more
show it,
damage
show
than
it.
bears.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Look.
Don't
It's
lie to
bad, bro. It's into down 2-3. Into
you-
down 2-3, guaranteed.
It's so
It's
bad.
so-
me. What?
So
Bro,
Yeah.
have you seen that Jin gets it mid screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lee Chaolan.
You know what the joke is? You know what the joke is? I'm pretty sure most people said that they
Take
want
out the spike combos.
on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
That's
like
what
they
I'm
heard
saying.
that, like they heard that and thought, okay,
Let's
give
amp it
them
up a bit.
more content. Like, bro,
This is what
this is
I'm
what
saying.
I'm
They don't
saying.
care about what
So
we're
I
saying.
was saying,
They
but I
actually
was
don't
saying,
care.
here's my conspiracy theory. I was saying, yo, Soul Calibur devs got annoyed that Tekken, was doing well all this time. Their
They've come to-
game died. Their game died. They got hired in Tekken, and they're like, yo, let's destroy this game from the inside out, bro. And these devs, they don't know how to play the game, so they're gonna allow us to do
That's
this.
a Death Note film.
That's my conspiracy theory, bro. The Soul Calibur devs,
Anime
are
sit-ins,
destroying the
Attack on
game from
Titan.
the inside out, bro. They're doing an inside
Oh
job, bro.
my
I'm telling
God.
you. Soul Calibur devs
Where's
hate
Jay
the
gone,
Tekken.
fam?
Bro, that's my conspiracy theory, fam.
Bro.
The
Man
Soul
says one
Calibur
big
devs
anime.
they're on an inside mission, bro. They're on infiltrate the Tekken infrastructure and
And then drop a next game.
and then, bro, our game died. Your game's gonna die as well, bro. It's a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, cool. You lot. So we're gonna go into the next section.
Crazy, bro.
We're gonna go into the next section anyway, where I'm just gonna show you some crazy stuff I've been seeing on season 2. Yeah, but just pre this real quick.
Look at the spike damage, please,
There's no way it's more than Kuma's, bro.
bro. It's more than Bears, fam. Look
Please
at
tell me you got Azu's next. Azu next for sure.
Yeah, don't worry. I got Azus next. Don't worry, watch this. But look
Don't
at
worry,
this.
Azusan is just good now.
Look at the spike
Guaranteed.
damage.
Guaranteed.
Bro, look at
Actually more than theirs.
No, dark deep
That
it.
is- that's-
No, hold on. Deep it. There was no tailspin in this combo. Just to let you guys know, yeah. Just for context.
Oh, there was no tailspinners.
There was no tailspin in this combo.
Oh, so that was just look at the spike.
28 damage, bro.
That's insane, man.
That's after the spike.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You know who else has that? Lars.
Huh?
Lars has an auto spike. Lars has an
Auto spike, bro. No timing. No timing. Is it no timing?
No
Lars-
timing.
He
does a karate chop. He goes,
It's auto timing, bro.
No timing is crazy, bro.
brother,
Yeah.
why does he do a karate chop though, bro? He's anime. He goes,
Okay, so I'm gonna show you all the crazy stuff.
We need as you send us clip, bro.
I'm
Double
getting it
spike.
I'm getting
Double
it
spike
right
is
now.
double.
I'm getting it right now. Hold on.
It did. Could she always spike with the rage drive
No.
like that?
No.
no.
It puts the rage drive to do that.
Yes.
You talking about
No,
radar? You talking about
She could spike with
Heat
the
smash,
rage
heat
drive.
smash, heat smash.
She could
Look
spike.
at- look, just-
Yeah, sorry.
But not. But
It's
she
just
has
us
the
doing
option to
it.
double
Wow.
spike and then do more
That's what I
damage.
mean.
Oh, she
like,
could spike. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
first.
she could spike with that
you
before.
whiffing the first hit.
But the heat smash.
Yeah, if you whiff the first part and do the kick, you could do that in season 1, but you couldn't do the new move that spikes again and then into the new damage. She couldn't do that.
I wonder
I've
why
never
they
seen
programmed
this. I've
that
never seen
in.
this
Like,
spike.
I wonder,
I
like,
know.
how
I'm pretty sure she could do that in season 1.
It probably wasn't worth going for. Bro, what is this combo, fam?
wall to wall, wall to wall, wall to wall.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh, this thing's lagging, fam.
Yeah, that shit is lagging. But I've seen
Is
that
it
before.
lagging?
That actually happened to me online.
He's on community fiber.
That actually happened to you online. No.
Yeah, it happened to me online. Literally like probably 2 days ago. I was like, oh.
Let me play it again to see if you can see. I don't know.
Hey, let's share some energy for the community fiber.
You got roasted by internet. But like, this shouldn't be in the game.
Spike, and then another spike, and then boom. Guaranteed.
Like, why is that in the game?
Why make some noise in the game like that?
You know what? I need to check if Lars still has his because they removed Lars's. You know,
I don't think
They remove Lars's, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't think they
Lars's
tested
one.
this,
If you skip the, basically, if you whiff the first hit, the second hit on a low wall split would spike them in it, and so you can get a
The
guaranteed.
first hit of
Yeah,
what?
because Jay,
what?
I remember yesterday.
Oh, the rage.
Oh,
Yeah, but they got rid of it.
patches. Hold on, people are talking. You guys were having a conversation about playtesting patches, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it was C4 that said like, oh, you know, the community and the consumer are the playtester. That is such cap.
No, that's
Why?
not-
Like, bro, they need to. I don't think because Jay said they don't think that the patches are playtested. I think we need a team of dedicated playtesters maybe before they release patches. Because what is this? Like double spike combos, like ridiculous
Absurdity.
damage,
So,
like just crazy interactions. What is going on? Do they not test the patches?
so
Yeah,
hi.
I'm gonna.
So,
So
hi, wait. Hi, let me finish this 1 second. So I heard that they do get playtesters, but the playtesters are from like somewhere in India. I don't know how true that is.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently, obviously, remember the time? I don't know. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get into this.
Bare
Anyways, but-
random.
No. Listen, there's some source, but the reason why is because it's very cheap apparently. But apparently, that's the reason why the whole roster got leaked at some point before. Remember when the whole roster got leaked, and
Yeah.
you don't have to say yes if you're, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, there's a whole time when there was a whole roster that got leaked. That was from the playtesters in India apparently. So yeah, apparently they do, but they get it from places in cheap. I know it's mad random, but that's what they do. Yeah.
The thing is, like, you have to invest in your product to get a good product, innit? So, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you invest cheaply into your product, there's a good chance that your product will come out cheap, like bad in it, because you invested cheaply into it. So, like, this might be another reason why. Do you get what I'm saying? The game's in the state that it is because they're
Man, out
not
here trying to say
spending.
that the players are supposed to be the playtesters when that is just completely.
We could be.
No,
they
we
could. They
are,
could
we
do
are,
a test.
we are.
They could do a test beta.
Yeah, they could, but what I'm saying is you release a patch and then people expect us to be the playtest once they've released the patch. That's crazy.
I'd be down for it. I'd be down for a beta.
Oh, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Listen to what he's saying.
Once the patch has gone live, I'm not talking about us being playtesters. That would be a sick idea. But I'm saying Bandai Namco release a patch and say, hey, this is season
You
2.
lot tried it out.
You lot try it out and then see what is going on. That it shouldn't be like that because that's how it feels.
Yeah,
Look
true.
it
It shouldn't. That I agree, but this is what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm saying they should do
I saw like some
the
top
beta
level
patch.
players. Yeah, I saw some top level players on Twitter saying, like I would volunteer to be a playtester before it goes live.
We all would.
Yeah,
Do a beta patch.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like that would be sick.
Just do a beta patch, get the website, let us type our feedback in. They take all the feedback and then they change whatever needs to be changed. Boom, bam, bing. We're still on season 1. We still would have been on season 1. They would have changed it properly, and then boom, we you know what I mean?
Ready for TWT.
We wouldn't have had chip damage throws. We wouldn't have had all this craziness. We wouldn't have had probably the plus on block into stance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Do you know what's crazy? At the start, before when Tekken 8 was in early development, that's what they did. So like they would invite some people to play, or you would require some type of way of being able to play test the game. And then there was like a survey where it told us like what stuff we like, what stuff we don't, and it was a good survey. So that's why I thought that this was going to be going in a good direction. However, we've been beta testers for a whole year now. Like season 1, the game hasn't shaped properly. Now we've got season 2, it's even more out of shape. Like we're still beta testers. We paid money, paid £70 or whatever to be beta testers, basically.
Well, don't you think it's a big red flag that like they know what we said about the game and what we want changed about the game, but they said themselves that we can't change the direction of the game. Like that's to me that's a big red flag because in Street Fighter, in Street Fighter 5, right? They implemented what was it called? B shift. And that was literally a change of the direction of the game. And they took out throw loops, obviously. Yeah, and great it was for the better. Like people enjoyed Street Fighter 5 a lot more after those things got implemented. So it is like, you know what I mean? You can change the direction of the game, but they literally heard our feedback and said, well, we're not changing the direction of the game. And it's to their detriment, to be honest, because now look, you're getting review bombed. So
yeah, and they can't.
You know what I mean?
Well, how do you bounce back from that as well?
I don't know what they want me like. What I should say? Like you're getting review bombed. You didn't listen to community. You got review bombed. Like it's literally on them at this point. Like
and they can't revert it at this point. To be
consequences. Yeah. There's consequences to actions in it. If you get a whole community that are dedicated to a game that love this game and they love their characters as well, and then you say, yeah, well, we don't care about what you lot say really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm like people that are saying like, oh, you shouldn't, get onto the developers. I'll be honest, like it's the like not personally, I'm not talking about personally, but I'm just saying like, bro, like the backlash is deserved. I'll be honest with you because the community asked for one thing and you did the complete opposite and tripled down. Like,
bro, imagine if McDonald's came. Imagine if McDonald's now, and everyone who's buying McDonald's said, "Yo, these fries are too salty. Like, you just put too much salt on the fries. Like, it's mad." And then these were like, "Oh, well, you know what, guys? We hear what you're saying, but we're gonna put more salt on the fries now." You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think? People be like, "Yo, I ain't eating no McDonald's. I'm gonna go to Ross Clark KFC." You get what I'm saying? Like that's what they're gonna do, innit? So
that's real, you know.
That's how it works, bro. That's how it works, bro.
Bro, that is serious, you know.
That's crazy.
Logic is simple logic, bro. If they said, "Listen, we don't care that you think the size," innit? We're gonna put more salt on these fries. You know what? We're gonna put 4 times the salt.
We don't give a toss.
4 times the salt on the fries, bro. Get me? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna check your favorite ingredients out the burgers. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do that as well for no reason. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna check your favorite sauce on that burger. That's gone, bro. Dry burgers now. You know
that restaurant's going out of service, from liquidation, bro. Liquidation.
McDonald's be hurting, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Donzo, fam.
All right, well, let's look at some clips on Twitter, bro, because I saw some stuff and I was dying, bro.
There's better stuff I ain't really seen. I still haven't seen the patch notes for Tekken 8. I still haven't seen.
I haven't read them in full.
I've seen a few.
Many characters.
So you remember? So do you remember what I said in the last pod about what Anna's gonna do?
The debuff thing.
Look at this shit, bro.
Harada's vision.
He just blocked. He engaged.
He's still glowing.
Look.
What?
Look.
Oh my god!
Just any string, yeah. GG's.
What did
That's like
What did I tell you? What did I tell
Nah, I need to see that clip again. I need to see that clip again. I need to see that clip again.
Wait,
On block from a jab string.
Mandem, was I right or was I right?
No, you was right.
He was right.
What did you say? What did you say for the people that don't know?
Not being a good player.
Bro, I literally said, you know that Anna's gonna do her debuff. She's gonna go into heat. She's gonna do even more chip damage, and then you're dead.
Safe.
I said,
Yeah. But I think the underlying issue with that is like if the whole community is saying we hate chip damage, why would you then implement a debuff to a character
To increase
chip damage? It makes no sense. Like Anna could have been fine without the debuff.
I feel like there's more chip damage in season 2 than it was in season 1.
Yeah, like bro, she could have been fine. Anna could have been released without the debuff, and no one would have cared that she didn't have a debuff. The debuff was unnecessary. They did that on purpose.
Bro,
you know
they
like,
a jab string and die like no. You show the clip again.
You know what else he did on purpose? You know what else he did on purpose? Adding full crouch from teenagers.
Bro,
no one asked that.
Yeah.
I know.
More get just specifically Anna as well. Ridiculous.
Bro, like what? You just blocked a jab
I
string.
need to see it again. Let me see it.
Bro, wait, how free is that string where she does the rocket? Actually,
Wait.
I think we need to talk about that. How free is that string at the beginning? Wait, Shay, stop. No, Shay, you gotta break this down, fam.
can't you duck the second hit? But there's a mid mix up or something.
Hey, no,
Let me see the string.
So this
Okay, yeah, cool. Mid high.
Yeah.
So if you don't duck,
We can't duck that. It's mid.
no, it's mid high and then into mid.
Oh, okay.
I think that's down for 3-1.
It jails. It don't jail. You're lying. Can't jail.
You can't move.
I'm hearing it jails.
The one to
Oh my
I
god!
could believe it, Jill. You know, I've seen her have that string.
Bro,
That's like
nah, Shaiko, one more time. I just clocked what was happening, bro.
Yeah.
No, Shaiko, run the clip one more time.
You're not seeing what's going on. Look,
bro.
Wait, apparently the jab string in heat jails.
Okay.
The free shot thing.
The jab string in heat. So here. Apparently that jails.
Yes.
No way.
It jails.
So you just have to hold it.
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, these lot are fried, bro.
Well, you know what I
Absolutely
noticed?
fried.
Like more characters are doing like bear-esque chip, like just normally.
Bro, there's more chip
what is
damage in
going on?
season 2.
Yeah.
And bro, they literally saw the tournament clips like with Dino and Joker. They saw that and still implemented all of this stuff.
Like, look, bro, that is ridiculous, bro.
They wanted to see more of it, clearly.
Oh, I'm telling you now, heat and chip damage are the worst system mechanics ever implemented in Tekken. That's what I'm saying.
The one chip.
I agree.
He can be better.
The one chip.
Heat could be better, yeah, but bro, like
No, he should be earned, man. I feel like because of how
At this point, he needs to be earned.
imagine if you earned heat through punishment.
Yeah, this here is just random shit. Like, I don't know what's
Do
happening.
y'all remember older Tekkens that they used to be chip damage too? That if you did a key charge and you blocking, someone's blocking and you attack them with it, you could still kill them with
Oh, key charge, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had the key charge thing, but you can't block what you got key.
But you're vulnerable, innit? Like you're completely vulnerable. So
And
it's
you're
like
in counter hit state yourself, so if you get hit, you get counter hit. Like so.
Anna just sliding past rage arts.
She slid through her legs. You didn't see it?
Shit's so wild.
That's just normal Tekken stuff, though,
That's
bro.
just
That's not even
normal.
stuff like that been happening since Tekken 7, bro. That's nothing.
this is just a visual bug. That's just whatever. Just Kuma's got the fish in his head and whatever.
Bro, there's that Eddie bug at the round start. How did no one see that?
Bro,
They
look
clearly
at
didn't
that.
test Eddie.
Why-
Like no one that plays Eddie tested Eddie. Bro, man does instant transmission at the start of the round.
What do you mean?
He just teleports. He just teleports.
Every time.
John Ding.
Yeah, he teleports towards you.
Every time.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
time.
if you press down forward, he will teleport towards you.
How is it changed though? Like how is that changed from season 1?
Fam,
Bro, it's a teleport.
he teleports.
No, how can I see this? I don't know.
No, but did that happen in season 1?
No, it didn't happen.
No, definitely not.
How's that been implemented in like how's that happening?
How, bro? Honestly, how? The same way the pool unblockable happens, the same way.
Someone get a link. If you lot get a link, I just want to see that.
Someone must have a link.
I don't even know what you're on about. I don't even know.
I can't remember who tweeted it.
Did you man see that Kuma's heat smash resets the combo meter?
Yep.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen
Throw
it.
now,
Yeah,
goes
I've
for
seen it.
throw, so it
Yeah, I've seen
resets
it.
the combo meter, like so you can.
Oh, was it Edge that tweeted it?
Yeah, it was Edge.
Yeah. It was Edge. So Shy, the link's in my chat. How do I get it in here?
Hold on. I can
Just take this copy. This is. Hold on.
Nah, this game is a mess, boy. Told you, new moves, new problems.
I'll show it.
Oh, that's the other issue. There is. In season 3, didn't they only add one new move for each character?
Yep.
In season 2 of Tekken 8, when the
Multiple.
game is already in a crazy
My character only got one new move, to be fair.
bro. Certain characters are getting like 3 new moves, bro.
Yeah, or they get moves, they get transitions.
Yeah,
like,
stance transitions and
That's
stuff.
basically a new move though, because that counts
Yeah.
as a move on the command list.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
so.
running free into
New
block, that's a new move
Like,
in my
stance
eyes, bro.
transitions count as a new move on the
Let me
command
see
list.
what this is. Hold on.
Look at this, bro.
Why does Jin have stance?
This
after
game is
running free.
buggy.
Why does anyone have stance after running free?
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Man is teleporting,
Yeah,
man.
run it back, Shaigo, run it
This
back.
game's fried. They didn't test this. They didn't test this patch.
Run it again.
Let me see.
There's no way.
Bro, you can barely make it out like right now, but
This
like
is another match looking loads of
it
power.
looks
never
so
No, I
bad.
can see it. I saw it. I noticed it. I saw it.
I don't think I've ever seen that ever happen in Tekken before. Like,
The fact that it says it's even offline is insanity.
No one was playing Eddie. Nobody played Eddie. Nobody played Eddie.
played Tekken 4, yeah. All right.
Oh man, maybe he buffered
game,
before
bro,
they said
season
fight.
Yeah, that's one of his buffs.
Bro,
Did you not-
season
did you not
2
know?
is stuck together with duct tape, bro.
That's one of his buffs.
So is this practice mode now, or what? Oh no, never mind.
This is offline. That's offline.
Whoa!
Man, maybe that's the next direction, bro. Everyone just round start invisibility, bro. Invisibility is next. That's all that's missing, fam. Invisibility, reptile.
Believe it.
I can't believe that, bro. That is
I
crazy.
can't believe
New starts.
the game is put together with duct tape, my guy. What
Oh,
the hell?
It's bad, bro.
It's bad.
Oh,
It's
look
really
at this.
bad.
Look what they just doing. Look what they just doing.
Oh yeah. Hey, look at this. Look at this right here too.
Oh, this is knee. Oh, is this the Steve and Brian thing?
No. This is the Panda. Apparently, Panda has an unbreakable grab or something.
Waiting mood.
But that's intentional. The breakable grab, yeah. Well, the unbreakable grab.
That walk
From the entire heat, yeah. She
What
gets
even is that
Why
combo?
did she-
unbreakable grab into that
You know
side.
watching? I'm watching the Lydia clip.
Yeah.
Do the Lydia clip again.
Her forward 4-3 now splats and she can continue the combo, bro. It makes no
Why
sense.
did she do it outside of heat? I don't understand.
Bruh, that happens
Foolish,
so many
bro.
times. Like the combo damage, man.
Told you.
They just
This is intentional stuff, though. That's the joke.
Nah, I'm saying.
like what?
Nah, but
I used
look
to
at
be a
that.
heat
And-
specialist.
Oh, bro, wait. He did that twice. He did that twice in one combo. Look.
outside the heat. He hasn't even got heat.
Nah. Look, it splats twice.
And it gets with a gray hell.
Oh, wait, no, that was a wall break. That was a wall break. My fault.
It
My
gets
fault.
with a
My
great
fault.
health as well.
That's a chip delete move.
But she's level 3 though.
Nah.
It
This
gets
is
with a
what
gray
happens
hell.
when people downplay.
Wasn't this her smeet smash before? Am I bugging?
Take.
No, it was a regular move. We didn't do this.
Oh,
Yeah, it never wall splat. It never wall splat.
It just recovered health. That was it.
You know
Like,
what?
this
You have
whole-
to watch a long animation as well.
It's
Man.
No. This recovered.
Yeah, it just recovered health. It just
You lot
recovered
are
health.
not deep in what this move does.
recovers
This
health.
recovers health. Look at the health, and it does great.
It takes away all the gray damage.
It
Get it
There's
down.
no way it still recovers health. There's no way it still
No,
recovers
look
health.
at it. Watch
see
it,
it.
back, bro.
Look.
Look at the health.
Look.
It's mental,
Is it
bro.
real health or recoverable health?
Bro,
Recoverable.
recoverable, I think. Watch this.
Boom.
Not here.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
watch out. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, safe.
Like I don't understand.
Safe.
Look on the health.
Man said just throw every mechanic we have in the game on that one move. That's nuts.
Wow.
And now
Why?
That is nah.
Lydia was weak though, innit? So she needed it though. You know what I mean? So
What on earth is going on, man?
The game is frazzled, bro.
And
Look at the Kamehameha. Look at the Kamehameha.
Yeah, look at this.
bro,
He engaged.
This
Hey, actually, he's not even in the shot. Hey, actually, he's not even in the shot.
is that like range 5?
He's not even in the shot.
That is.
Oh, there's more. I got more, Jun. Don't worry.
He's not even in the shot.
Yeah, John
He
is
engaged.
completely broken. She's just completely
That
broken.
is Jim Pat, bro. That's worse than Jim Patchy because even Jim Patchy had a chance to step the fireball when he charged it up.
You
And,
can't even get like 2 minutes to even move out the way if you wanted to, bro.
Bro, that's Call of Duty, fam.
that is worse than Jim
That's
Patchy.
Call of Duty, bro.
That's worse than Jim Patchy, bro.
Hey, fam, I'm not gonna lie. You see her little medal under her thing. I feel like it looks like, you know, the medals you used to get on Sports Day, fam. If you want to race, bro, the medal with the little tassels, blood.
You know what she has? She just has it for the rest of the set. Why? Or the game, sorry.
Blood.
Look, more, Vanna. Look.
What is that range?
That's full range.
The hitbox.
Is that?
Hit.
Did
Look.
they buff this move?
They must have.
Yeah,
They must have.
No. It's the buff that she gets with that new install because it didn't do that. It didn't have that much range before.
No.
Yeah.
What do they say about?
The new install gives it more range.
Yeah, it's the install that's doing it to the move. Yeah, it's the install.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they said that June needed to help getting in as a character. She had problems getting in. That's what it said.
That's probably what the fucking down players told them.
Brother, it's full script now. I don't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Hold on. When you look at a movie, yeah, surely you can see that you've done a heat engager. The other character's not even in the shot, and you're heat engaging, bro. Surely you should see that is a problem, fam. Like
you would think that, but we got Tekken 8 season 2 here, mate.
Fucking
we got Claudio guard breaks. This is a guard break, though.
Wait. What did you just say?
From Yo?
I'm sure he's got a guard break now. I'm sure he does.
Yeah, his new move's a god break.
Yeah.
No
There you
way.
go. There you go.
Oh, is that kind of like? Did he have a move like that in Tekken 7? Like,
Yeah.
Charges it up. Charges it up.
Kind of thing, and you had to step it.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of move in this game now.
This one looks
So
bad.
does he still have that? The one he goes that, and then it lets it go. Does he still have that?
Yeah,
Wait.
does he still have that?
I don't think so.
Bro, Claudio out here doing your Hakusho spirit gun, bro. Like, what the hell?
Bro, compare this to Tekken 6, bro.
His down by plus 2 is his Shoryuken now. I think they just got rid of it, to be honest.
Oh, they probably did get rid of it.
I can't play that.
This one looks way faster.
Wow.
Oh, what the hell?
What the fuck's going on? Why?
Oh shit.
Why did it miss it?
Oh, I can't play that. Wow.
That mechanic trash as well. And you don't get
the charge stuff. They just need to get rid of the charging guard breaks and just.
Yeah, I think that's all
that stuff, man. It's just so dead.
I told y'all Reina sucks.
This clip I still can't, but I need to watch it. I need to run this one back. This is ridiculous.
My God.
Jailing string, fam. Jailing.
51, 50, 60, 84,
Something.
damage.
She's taking the same amount of damage as if she didn't have shit. Like if she was actually hitting you, basically. Yeah.
Insane.
I knew that. I told you. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
Pardon me.
I called it out.
You're meant to power crush, basically.
I'm
What you meant to do.
No, but how do you power crush, bro? That's from a 10 frame move. 10 frame, like look how fast that is, isn't it?
You can't power crush.
I remember. You get the debuff whether you block. Remember, it doesn't matter.
And it wall crushes as well. That's insane.
That's almost Jack levels of dumb, like with the slap.
And also remember, you don't remove the debuff until you hit her.
Oh my god!
You can't armor break through it, can you? You can't armor through it, can you?
This game right now is trash. I'm openly gonna say it. As a content creator, a known content creator, this game is trash right now.
We can't play it right now.
I'm gonna be so real with you. Sorry, Shy. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm not gonna be doing no shilling or anything like that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, we're gonna put it out there.
The funny word.
Yeah, it's a very funny word. I think that this game, Tekken 8, is trash right now.
It is.
Right? Like we can't be like, oh yeah, it's good, just to be on the safe side of any Tekken 8 devs or anything like that. The game is trash. I've loved Tekken for a very, very long time, yeah. And I'm telling you from now, the only time when I dread is if I'm playing with man them on Tekken 8. That's it. Like other than that, like going in ranked, boring.
And the joke is we're having fun as well at laughing at the dumb shit
How
that's in the
silly
game.
it is.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
That's all that's left, fam.
You know what I'm saying? We just
That's all
laugh
that's
at
left.
like how stupid this is. We're literally calling it Tekken. What was it? Tekken Rainbow Mode, Tekken Omega. Like
Tekken Rainbow, Street Fighter Rainbow.
bro, it literally feels like that. Like everyone feels like a boss character. Like it's a joke, bro.
Bro, I've already openly said, like, obviously, shout out to the Score Esports that they featured me when I said that I'm not competing for no tournaments for Tekken 8, bro.
Yeah.
I've already said it.
Bro,
No, I usually go Evo Japan.
On the other side of the pond, Street Fighter players are winning $1 million. They're winning $1 million, $1 million to play JP and throw flipping projectiles, yeah. And we're over here
And snap his fingers.
That's why they gave Jun projectiles.
June could shoot Kamehameha.
Can we talk about Clive's full screen on like grab command?
The Scorpion, come over here.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh, bro. Okay.
That's how you know that we're being trolled.
It's not accurate though. It's not accurate.
No. There has to be a gag somewhere, fam. Like we're being trolled. We are being trolled.
Wait, did he do it in Final Fantasy? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a move. It was a move.
That don't matter, fam. Keep it there. Keep it over there, fam.
16, yeah. I don't know.
Keep it over there, fam. Man said, yeah, let me charge up the flipping rope, fam. Whatever that is, bro.
He didn't need it in this game.
Safe, man.
And there's other stuff in Final Fantasy that if they had it in here would be problematic. So and they know this.
Why did they add Jumbo? Why did they
Clive,
Jumbo, bro?
Clive should have been in Soul Calibur, but Soul Calibur's dead. So
Bro, I didn't want to laugh, bro.
Soul Calibur's dead, bro.
Man.
Like,
let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think it's a lost cause right now?
What?
Of course it is. Yeah.
Well, they've done too much damage, like, bro. Unless they seriously listen to the community and they just go fully in the dive.
Realistically, hey, realistically,
Not playing the game.
I'm not being.
Not you. I'm just saying, people thinking that they're gonna listen eventually. No.
Not this is what I'm saying. This
illusion.
I was about to say that.
Okay, wait. Let me throw something in.
Actually, wait. Sorry. This perfectly goes into the last topic anyway, where we're just gonna talk about like what do you think we can change in season 2. So yeah, you don't go ahead. Bro.
Wait, fam. Go Sain's tweet. You know, with all the changes that he would like to see, and then Michael Murray responding with the eyes. I mean, that at least tells you that. You know, they have to make some change. They have to.
You know what? I will be.
No. They go.
Because he put eyes on a tweet.
What, bro?
Hey, listen,
look at the tweet. It was. Look at what the tweet was, fam.
Let me respond to that. At the Evo FGC, big Evo, where they sit down and they're there and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna add defense." Do you not believe that? Yeah, because I remember I said.
But but look,
the patch came out. Was there defense?
No, I know.
Anna do mad chip damage. What we talking
okay,
about?
but was Michael Murray aware of all the changes that had happened? Because it didn't seem like it, right?
He sat there.
No, but it didn't seem like he was aware of what was going on, like what was being showcased at that talk. Like, he didn't know, so maybe there was miscommunication.
No,
maybe.
They're all in the same. They're all in the same office.
Not know what's going on in Tekken, bro.
Wait,
I'm
let
gonna
me get this one. You think people on Twitter, aka the interweb, are gonna tell Michael Murray more than the people that's in his own office?
No, but the fact that he's acknowledged it tells you that he now knows, and also the Aris thing as well, bro. He knows this game is like so many people are like, what is this?
Bro,
so many people,
bro. They listen.
I think it might be somebody else.
They listen to certain things, but they just made other changes that negated the things that they changed. Do you get what I'm saying? So they did do the sidestep thing and rare, but the other changes cancelled out basically what they did, and
completely.
That's the big
just
issue.
Overshadowed it.
No, you know what?
How competing engages, they got rid of them. That is a really good thing that they done.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter when other people are just doing crazy ass 50-50.
And I just want to highlight. I still don't think it's Murray that's doing the actual patch by himself. I feel like, and I don't even think it's just him. I feel like there's someone in there.
No one's saying he's doing it by himself.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, just in general for someone out there, like, just to understand that. I think it's their team, their balancing team. They're just not understanding what the audience, aka the community, want. Like they trying to do stuff where it's like, oh yeah, we want to bring new players involved. Oh, what should we do? Let's do plus on block stuff like +5, +6, +7, and they might be able to beat me or Arslan. Like that's their mindset. Whereas that's never going to be the case. Like the reason why a lot of us got into this, including myself, is the hard things to do in the game. Learning how to Korean backdash and have it more fluent. You keep trying and keep going at the game. Obviously, Richie, you played Leo, so when you're doing like the the K&K cancels and stuff like that, you appreciate it. But now you're saying that it's a lot more easier now because of the whole movement stuff now.
Yeah,
so it's
decisive range.
Yeah, so it's like, well, everyone can be like how you are. Remember, everyone was watching you for that stuff, and you being a specialist with a character. But now everyone can be an AO Rich. Like
everyone can be in anyone, fam. Everyone can be in anyone. Like
that's a non-technical way to go about it. Because imagine if they changed the rules of boxing, for example, so it was easier for Floyd Mayweather to lose or something like that. Like people would be in outrage about that, and it's the same thing in Tekken. It's like, why would you change the rules of the game to make it easier for the best players that put the most years into the game to lose? Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. I've got a list of changes that I would like to that I think can happen, and it's just if they listen to it or not.
They're not the movement.
They're not going to do it. What have they got left?
So let's obviously, because I know it's getting late as well. We just quickly go around. Just give your take on what you think they can change for season 2, or if you think the season 2 is cooked completely. Just give us your reasons on why, basically. Let's start with Shola. I want Shola to go first.
What I think they could change about?
What do you think they can do to make season 2 better, or do you think season 2 is completely cooked? Just give your thoughts, basically.
I don't want to make.
Keep it real. We keep it real on the MDL podcast.
Okay. If this was 10 years ago, I would have been more raw about what I'm saying, but I've become a more nicer, wholesome person. I want to say that. So Immortal Soul, I guess I'm delusional. I don't think they're going to revert it back. I know that's I'm not delusional about that. What I think they could do, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what they could do at this point. I really don't.
It's a valid response. It's a valid response. It's a valid response.
And the thing is, because we're all keep on playing it because we're all crackheads. I'm not even gonna hold you. We're all crackheads. We love Tekken. We're gonna keep playing it regardless of how bad it is or how good it is.
I don't know about that, I don't know
about that,
bro.
I'm ready to not play until the emergency patch, bro. I've said it. I've said it, bro.
I'm gonna jump back on Marvel Rivals, bro. I'm not this game out there. I'm saying.
Look, we don't gotta be pro players no more. We don't gotta compete anymore. We don't have to do any of that. But we're still gonna play because we're crack addicts.
People are boycotting the game, bro. People are boycotting the
actively,
game.
like, you know what I'm saying, spread the word type shit, bro. Like, what's going on? Spread the word, bro.
If it was me, to be honest, and I was making the game and I made it like this, and y'all, you know what? I would triple down. I'll make it even more work. And if y'all don't want to play it, whatever, it don't matter to me, because as far as I'm concerned,
don't be that guy, Shola, man. Come on, man. This is a serious podcast, bro. Come on,
I'm being serious.
You wouldn't triple down, you'll lose money.
This is the issue.
They're gonna lose
money. People, like you said, people already bought the game. How am I gonna lose money?
What then?
Because more people aren't going to buy the game. They're going to review on the game, and no one's going to buy your season passes. No one's going to buy your
Let's be real. Let's be real. What is the boycott going to do? What is the boycott going to do?
It's going to stop.
Do you think it's really going to change anything?
Yeah. 100%. Someone could get fired.
Like, I think there's two sides of it. I think
that it could do something.
I think there's two sides.
If it picks up movement, it definitely could do. It can force the devs to listen to us. I genuinely think that it actually could do that, because if the higher ups say, "Well, listen, no one's buying season 2, no one's buying our season transaction, microtransactions, and you lot are going to have to listen to that community. Otherwise, you're fired. You ain't got a job no more." Then they would have to listen. I'll go to McDonald's and put the
Fries in the bag, boy.
You gotta go to McDonald's and put an extra salt, fam. Put extra salt over in McDonald's, fam. Don't do it to my Tekken. Don't do it to my Tekken, bro. Put that salt on the fries, fam.
Okay, so I do have an idea.
Go ahead.
Stop making this game so stance heavy focused.
Oh yeah. It actually didn't need to be stance heavy. He didn't.
Yeah, I think they overdid it with stances. Like I'm not the biggest fan of stances, to be honest with you. But they overdid it with stances to the point where anybody can just like press buttons. It's almost like you're playing Tekken 3 and just mashing with Eddie or whatnot. Back in the day when the people were saying that I used to play Tekken 3 back in the day. So I think they should tone down the stances. 1, 2, make the heat smashes make sense. I personally don't think Jack should have a guard break to heat smash. I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. 3, I don't think he should have a force field personally. Don't get me wrong, Jack is not, wasn't anything crazy, but I feel like, just like a force field from behind and it hits you, and all of a sudden you get hit and you're in your.
That is the lamest animation ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Lame, bro. Lame.
That's another thing. And then 3, I understand they want to make it easier for players. Oh, there was one thing about the grab thing I said if they wanted to keep grab the chip damage from grab, what they should do, they should make it that if you press the correct button to break the grab, that it shouldn't be chip. But if let's say you do a 1 grab and someone presses 2, that'll be the only time that it should be chip damage. That's if they wanted to keep it like
on
that.
Generic throws, you talking about?
Generic throws.
Oh, that's a sick game.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but like if they do like a both punches, I mean, if you break both punches, you break both punches. No,
well, just remove it completely, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he just said obviously like if they wasn't going to remove it, they should do it like that. Which
well, you know what? They're not removing it. They actually aren't they rewarding you with health when you know.
Yeah, you gain health if you
If you break it,
you get like 5 recoverable health back. I think
it's 1. I don't think it's like 1.
No, apparently the grabber, the person who grabbed you, gets 1, and the person who broke it is getting 5.
I didn't see 5.
I swear it was 5. Was it not 5?
No, I don't know about that one.
What
I
was
know
it then?
the grabber gets 1. That's all I saw. To be fair,
so the person who the person who breaks the grab successfully doesn't get it back. I'm sure they did.
I don't think it's 5 though, but I could be wrong. That's I don't know in it.
I thought it was 5 and 1. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think it's 1.
Old people.
I didn't know about the 1 at all. I just knew about the 5.
It's 1 for the grabber. It's 1 for the. Okay, you know what?
I don't even know.
I just knew about the 5.
I want to fact check. I actually don't know.
Regardless.
Regardless, by the end of the year, it might be something else, bro, because they keep changing the game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's if they were to do that, that's what I think. And then so the stances, tone down the stances. Not everybody needs to have it installed because I think that's a stupid idea too. Well, not the best idea. Let me. I forgot. I'm being more wholesome now. I don't think it's the best idea. And then 3, as far as rage heat, like you know how y'all said it should be earned. I agree with that, but I don't think it should be. I don't think heat should be they should be like a get off me type thing with your heat. Like
I was gonna say that on my turn.
Yeah, like in Marvel you can do not Marvel. Yeah, you can do like a
advanced guard.
Yeah, or not an advanced guard, like something break or Mortal Kombat. How you can do the
combo breaker,
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? They have that, but they have it in another mode, which is Tekken Ball. You could use
the rage art team.
Yeah, and it just goes bam, and it just gets the ball away from you. They should do that, and you can.
They should find some way to implement that, and then also I think. I like the wall bounce in Tekken 7. I ain't gonna lie. I think
we got exploding walls, man. We don't.
Bro, this guy played Devil Chin, fam. Allow it, man. This guy's talking about 4-1+2 wall bounce.
You should have a a wallet stage. You should have one wallet stage. The way this game, how oppressive this game is right now, aggressive this game is, they should have at least a wallet.
You know what? I wouldn't have agreed with you in season 1, but season 2 I hear it because everyone's hitting the wall, so they're making it.
Yeah. So I think you have
it's going to lead on to Dante's.
Five takes you to from Coliseum one end to the other end of the Coliseum. I don't know if that's really, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Or Yokoshima. So I think they should have like a wallet stage, or if not, if they can't do a wallet stage, it should be one really, really, really big stage that's like 2 or 3 times the size of Coliseum or Yokoshima or whatever. But yeah, that's what I think. So tone down the stances, remove. Not every character needs installs. Have like a get off me for and you can use that as a heat. Like that'll be your heat. Using your heat, basically sacrificing your heat.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Maybe not. Maybe the fact that you said it's in Tekken Ball, they might think of some idea to do that. But I don't. We'll see. But those are my ideas.
That was W Shola, man. Well done, man.
No, that was good. Immortal, let's say it from you, sir.
I don't have much to say about season 2. I think because I'm not delusional, they're not going to remove any. Let me finish.
Go on.
I'm not delusional, so they're not going to revert or remove any mechanics they've already put in the game. So the only thing that I can think of that would actually counteract a lot is just make movement super cracked. That's the only thing that I think would actually allow us to deal with certain things. Just make movement just like a mod, like super cracked, and that's it. Because what else are they gonna do? Like what else are they actually gonna do on defense? What are they gonna do?
How correct would it be?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like Tekken 4 size.
Better than right now, at least. Just make movement super cracked. Just increase size that effectiveness, increase backdash effectiveness, and that's it. And then see how
backdash is the big one.
Now, I don't think like they would have to do something ridiculous with defense. Like, and I'm not even gonna start naming stuff to give them ideas. So I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on that one. But that's all I have to say about season 2. I think they're not gonna revert stuff. Just make movement really cracked, and that's it.
Cool. Dante, what do you think of season 2?
So I agree with Jaden. Like they're not gonna like delete moves and stance transitions and all that. So like basically, like I agree with Jaden in terms of like the movement, but I think the big thing that no one really talks about, which they should talk about, is the backdash. It's very like if you go from Tekken 7 and you go to this game, you feel that the backdash is so much worse straight away. And Tekken 7 was more fun to play because you had one of the big reasons was because you had a better backdash, so you could disengage much easier and make certain things with and like a lot easier. And like, obviously now you have the plus on block moves that give you free mix-ups on block, and that you need a better backdash because the homing moves are too crazy. So like you need that better backdash. You need to improve the speed of the backdash and the distance that the backdash covers. If they do these two things, I think it will do a lot for the game. In terms of heat, I think these changes are realistic, but it's just like they would have to actually listen. So heat smashes should be allowed to be beaten by power crush and parry. That's my personal opinion. It will be hype for the viewers, and it will make it much more because basically there's checkmate situations in Tekken 8. So let's say I'm already smoking you in a round and I'm in heat, like, and I've used whatever my heat enhanced moves or whatever. I can now, if certain characters, I can use my heat smash now and put you into a checkmate situation where if I guess right on this mix up, you're dead. So like. You need counterplay for that checkmate situation. It's not fun to be put in a checkmate situation where, okay, I've just endured your whole heat, I'm still alive, and now you've done your heat smash right at the end, and then now I'm in a mix-up, and there's nothing I could have done about it. So I think they need to be able to power crush it and lose to parries. I'd say reduce the plus frames on heat engages, which they already said that they're looking to do. I'd say put it around +5, +7, but that's me. Some people say, I want it to be. I think people want it to be +10. I don't think it should be +10. I think it should be
plus
less.
5 or 7. +5.
I think it should be a bit more distance between you and the opponent. Like, so when you heat engage and you run at them, right? I think there should be a bit more distance when you stop running. So like the person's further away, so it's like you're not too close to them, and I think it should be less plus frames. Heat dash on hit should only guarantee ground hits. They have
Take all the combo
yes,
heat.
bro. I said this from the start. I predicted it from the start. They're not going to be able to balance heat properly, and they've proven this to us time and time and time again. These heat dash moves are too crazy. Why does Dragunov now have a wall-standing 12-frame heat dash launcher? They're not going to balance this properly. Get out of your delusion. Like, they're not going to do it. So just remove the launchers, because these launchers are too crazy and people are just getting robbed all over the place.
But Dante,
what?
Why do people block while they're in heat?
Yeah, exactly. Why? It don't make no sense. Anyway,
no, but you know Dragunov can do. He can do a move. It's mad. Apparently, it's mad fun. It's like a double just ring or something like that. But he can do a move into the guaranteed like shoulder launcher. It's nuts.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like,
Black One Plus 2. Black One Plus 2 you can do.
Yeah, I saw it on your YouTube video, Jay. I think I saw it.
This is what I'm saying. It shouldn't exist. There's too many situations where people can get like launchers that they're just not earned really. They just get them from the heat dash. So I think you just guarantee the ground hit. It would balance it out across the board, and that's it. You know what I mean? So on top of that, I'd say reduce the heat burst tracking and the range significantly on all heat burst.
He smashes too. Because Steve, for whatever reason, I don't know why.
I hear it, but I think it would be more balanced if obviously the power crush and you'd be able to power crush it and parry it. I think it'd be less of an issue if you add that. And also the heat meter. So once you're in heat and your meter goes down, I'm saying that meter should reduce regardless of what is happening in the match. I don't care if you're hitting me. I don't care if you're grabbing with King. I don't care, bro. It should reduce. It should reduce the whole time. That's what it should be. It's not balanced that some characters get to keep their heat or
regain it
for certain. No, bro, that is broken, fam. It's already egregious having heat in the game anyway. So, bro, if you're gonna give heat in the game, just make sure it reduces, regardless of what happens. Yeah, and then in terms of the stances, so this is what I do reckon they could do to stances. Yeah, they're not gonna change the transitions or whatnot, but I would say allow for more counterplay and movement, and with interruption with the moves that go into stance. So basically, moves that go into stance on block, like allow for you to move around the options and to interrupt the options that come out of it. And I'm saying any mid attack out of stance should never go above +2. Any mid attack out of stance, I don't care what it is.
No, running free as well.
You mean like
because running free is heavily plus, isn't it? So
like a generic stance. He's talking about like generic.
Yeah. I'm on about. So if you're already in a stance, right? This mid attack that comes out of the stance should never go above +2. Because +2, you still have the option to move, to interrupt 11 frame 13 frame checks and stuff. It gives you counterplay. These moves that are out of stance now and they're +6, 5, 7. Like, why, bro? Because you're punishing me now for guessing right on your stance mix-up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So those are the changes that I got and that I reckon would positively affect the game. That's just me.
Wait, before you go to the next person, let me ask you this. Do you agree, one, let's say I do an armor move and you do a jab, and you know how you're both safe now all of a sudden because I did an armor, but you did a jab, but you weren't able to hit. I wasn't able to hit.
I agree with that change because I made the read and I also I was correct on my frames to be able to power crush you, and I made that read and I was correct. It's just that you didn't do a move that has high enough recovery for me to thingy. So like I do think that I agree with the change that you should be safe once you've made the correct read. And remember that I'm sure doesn't the armorer still take the damage as well from the actual attack?
Yeah, so that's not. I don't think that's fair per se.
Why though? Because they made the correct read.
No, imagine if I did an armor, you're attacking. I did an armor. You did like a move, and you're able to recover on time. So I think I should be able to hit you regardless of the situation.
The armor should be able to hit you.
Yeah, regardless of the situation. Not not because
That'll be a
I don't
massive
agree
buff.
with that.
That'll be a massive buff to Jack. But no, I don't agree with that.
I don't think
No,
they'll
no,
be
no,
able to
no. You shouldn't.
frames work, I think.
Ravens back
shouldn't-
to Power Crush.
No, that shouldn't be the case. I'll tell you why that shouldn't be the case here. Because you should be able to use certain attacks that you know have less recovery to be safe to armor, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I agree.
Like you should be able to use that as a strategic.
Imagine
option.
if you always got hit for trying to do a jab.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think
to be fair,
Yeah,
I think
no,
the
that's
power.
good.
I think the power cross system is actually good. It's just the issue was that you could go into heat engage off them. I don't think the power cross
think Power Crush is
situation
actually
is.
good now.
Yeah, they're good. Is the fact is the issue is I don't think you can power crush in like enough situations like heat smash. Like
Yeah.
why does heat smash beat your power crush? Like it's just
certain
why
moves
can't I
beat
just
it
make
too.
that read? Huh?
Certain moves beat it too. Just certain moves in general beat it too.
I don't mind guard moves beating it, but no, I mean not guard moves, charge moves. I don't mind charge moves because you have to take the risk of sitting there and charging. But
Right.
the moves that aren't charge moves that are beating Power Crush make no sense.
Lydia.
Like Lydia, like why could she just go into heat and then everything now she does?
FF2 breaks power
You know what I'm
crush.
saying?
What?
So
Heihachi,
I don't think the moves that are charge moves, that aren't charge moves should be Power Crush. To be honest, but yeah, those are the changes there.
Oh no, those are good changes, bro. That's some good changes. Very detailed as well. Cool. Jay, what are you saying? How are they gonna fix season 2, my friend?
They ain't.
no. This is a serious podcast, man. You gotta say something.
Bro, I don't, bro. I'm gonna be so real with you.
So you think like that? It's just nothing. You can't do nothing.
It's a wrap.
It's
Bro,
a wrap.
I'll be so real with you. Like I know that sometimes I say some stuff and I think things are funny. I'm gonna be so serious with you. But when I saw season 2, I said this can't be fixed because
Don't be a doomer, man.
No. I'm gonna tell. Bro,
There has to be some faith. There has to be some kind of faith.
They've been review bombed and boycotted,
Trust
bro.
me.
They have to
Trust
do
me.
something. They
And
can't
ruin
just add
some- and
more
ruin some
plus frames
social-
now.
Yeah,
We
right.
had faith in season.
Bro.
We had faith in season 1 that season 2 would save Tekken.
There we go.
Now it's just,
Well, I didn't think it was going to save it, but
I didn't
whoever
think
said
that.
that-
We just expected some change, and we didn't expect
guess
it
what?
like
it's
this bad.
definitely going to save Tekken
I
now.
was being optimistic. But Jay was being a realist, so that's cool.
I'm gonna be honest. When I was looking at Tekken 8 season 1, I could see it for what it was, and I was like, "Oh, this is too much." Like all of the problems that was going on. Remember, we had like 16 patches for season 1. That's a lot of patches for a game. Do you get what I'm saying? And it was just like, all right, cool. When we were saying about season 2, I was still like, oh no, I don't think it's gonna work. But same, I didn't want to be a doomer. I didn't want to be that person. But I was like, all right, cool. When season 2 comes, you'll see. And when season 2 came out, bro, I wasn't surprised. I was actually laughing because I'm saying this is what I thought it would be. And the stuff that we're seeing in the game, like Dragonos while standing 1+2 being a heat engager and all of this stuff, bro, this is stuff that I'm not surprised. That's why everyone else is taking it by surprise, getting upset, doing boycott websites, saying, all the maddest things, outlandish things on Twitter, bro. I can't, bro. Tekken 8 season 1. We was close to, bro. When we're talking about all the tweaks and patches, we was close to a decent Tekken game. It was close. Certain characters needed to be nerfed and things would have been all right. Brother, they just threw everything in the pan and it just, bro, it's mental, bro. And now we don't even know who's the problem now. You know what I'm saying? At least in Tekken 8 season 1, we knew it was Yoshimitsu, King, Jin, Lily, like Xiao Yu. There was a couple characters that we knew that was problematic.
What? Lily? No way.
And didn't mention Nina.
No way. Lily
Oh, you don't think Lily was problematic?
Bro, she's been the stupidest flipping.
Okay. Oh, you're trolling. Okay, cool. Yeah, Lily, Nina. So we knew the characters that were problematic. All they had to do was focus their attention on those characters. And then we could have focused on maybe adding new moves, maybe season 3. Not now. You added new moves to every character. Added stance transitions and stuff to other characters. Like, then installs, bro, this is a problem. This is potentially, to me, this is worse than the last patch of season 1. I'll be honest. This is way worse, bro. Like,
but think about it. We ain't had a balanced Tekken game since season 2. It was never gonna balance. We haven't, bro. Like, look at the
Season
release
4
of
was
Leroy
season
and
4.
Fackerman. No, it was not. Do not say that.
See, what I would say is season 4 had
Season 4
problems.
was balanced. All right.
You didn't let me finish. See, I didn't say that, bro. You just attacked me for no
That's what he's
reason.
gonna say. That's what he's
I'm
gonna
just
say.
saying. No, I was just saying season 4 was more balanced than fucking Tekken 8 season 2. Tekken 8 season 2 is the worst patch I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life. And I played
Yeah.
a lot of fighting games in my time, and that is the worst patch I've ever seen. That's why I
Bro,
can't.
it's Tekken Mugen, fam. It's just a modded. It's literally
Brother.
this season is literally like someone made a fan version of Tekken and just made everyone broken.
Brother,
It's just the fan mods. It's like
Bro,
the fan, you know the combo mods. That's just what this is.
It's so bad that I felt like it's like when people mod the moves. You know when they're on Twitter, you see
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Mod all of these like things, and it's like, oh yeah, this is what we think that this character can do and that character. It felt like that. I never thought this was an official patch. I was so surprised. But I'm just like, bro, you know what? There's nothing we could do. But there's too many things to fix now because there's so much changes. Characters that have QCF motion are a lot more faster. Like, why did they give Feng back 3 into Sway? What? Like
That looks like a mod.
A lot of things are sped up as well. A lot of things are sped up. They just look mad fast.
That's what Lily's slide is insane.
Lars is down back 4.
Down back 4. That's the dumbest change I've ever. Why? People are struggling to react to it anyway.
Because Lars had bad lows, bro. Lars had
That's
bad
what
lows. He needed better lows, didn't it?
That's
This is what I'm saying. The community's always gonna downplay.
Only low buff I wanted from Lars was made down back 1-3 +1 again. They made it +3.
Yeah, but
Plus
all the
three, I
other
didn't even
Lars,
know that. I didn't even
all
know
the
that.
other Lars
Plus
players
three.
were saying that Lars had terrible lows. So, did you get what I'm saying? This is what I'm
He
saying, bro.
went
The
from
community's already
-1 to +3, bro.
and his running move. The funny thing is, Lars' running move, the running one, is Eliza's old running one. That's what I'm saying. Like, you notice the high.
And now he's running 3. You can't backroll it now. It's like a proper slide.
Yeah, that new change is weird, bro.
So that's
can't
what I'm saying.
back roll Lars is running 3.
Yeah, you can't. You just slide back towards the wall.
Right. So this is what I'm saying to you.
I still
lot
think
now.
it's stressful, but yeah.
So when you lot are saying to me, like, what can they do to change it? Like, bro, they can't do anything. And like, bro, like I said, I enjoy the casual aspect. Like I said, if they're playing with friends and stuff like that, it's because it's just too funny. It's like seeing all these mad moves, seeing Heihachi just run and do a headbutt and all that stuff, bro. It's just it's crazy. The only thing that they can do is revert it back to season 1. I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm saying season 1 at the end of Tekken 8, season 1, it was close to him. We just had a couple characters that were just a bit over the top, right? If they can revert it back to that and change those things and then work on the game throughout the year, fairs. But they're not going to do that. This is the direction of the game. This is the stuff that's in the game. They're going to have to do another big patch, which they're not going to have time for because Tekken World Tour is happening in May, starting off in May, should I say. So what are we going to do? Like, you can boycott and add people to this list and say, yeah, there's 4,000, whatever. Bro, there's 3 million that bought the game. They don't care about us. They don't care about the players, bro. We've already bought the game. They don't care. Oh, you boycotting us. Okay.
Let me ask you one thing, Jay. So, you know the changes that I said, yeah? So, do you think that if they implemented those changes, it wouldn't help the game significantly?
I think the changes that you said were good. Like, I think the reason why one of them that I feel like they definitely won't change is the heat smash and being able to parry and block. I feel like they want you to go into heat and to throw out this mad, devastating.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if they did.
No, I'm saying, I am saying, I already said, I agree with you that it would make things better. But I am saying from their perspective, they want this devastating move in heat that is like, oh, I'm in heat now. I've got this move and I can use it at any time while my bar's going down. And if I use it, like, you ain't got no counterplay. But then it's dumb because then we have rage as well. So then it's like, what I personally think they should do is maybe remove rage and only just keep heat and make this game just have heat, because you can't have heat, then rage. Then it's like, oh, okay. Like most people,
but then that would waste the rage art animations, so they wouldn't do that either.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said I don't feel like I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I'm honest, when people ask me, I don't know what they're gonna do, because when people are in rage and they use their rage art and it hits the person, what's the next thing that you do? If you got a heat bar, you pop heat straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you just you go to your opponent and do what you need to do. If they're still blocking stuff, heat dash. Oh, you're +5. Then you got to guess again. It's like there's no defensive mechanics in this game, and that's why the players, the professional players that have to earn a living from this game, they're getting frustrated with it, because There is no counterplay. You can't go to a tournament with a strategy or a game plan against someone. You just have to hope for the best on the day and flip the dice. It's a casino game.
It is. I would like Heat Dash and Heat Smash on block to be 0. Just put everybody back at neutral.
I'd love that. I
would love that. To be fair,
like that, but with good chip damage.
Yeah. Personally,
that would just mean they'd have to listen. But if you know what I mean, it's one they've showed that they won't. So it's one of those.
Cool. All right, cool. Are you done, Jay? Sorry, before
I just want to say one quick thing. I hope they do change the game. I'm definitely going to be praying for everyone here that's a Tekken fan, Tekken player, Tekken content creator, and all that stuff. I hope the game does change. I pray for you. I'll be playing Fatal Fury, Street Fighter. If you don't play those games, you're not going to shout me. If Tekken does change, I'll be here no matter what, bad or good, like I have been through Tekken 8 Season 1. But if you lot do play Fatal Fury, Street Fighter 6, Virtual Fighter, I'm here, man. Thank you lot very much.
Okay. Richie, what's your thoughts on season 2? Any changes you think they can do, or how can they save the season?
How can they save the season? All right, so revert everything they did, everything they changed. No. Wait. Just wait. I feel like this is what should have happened. Yeah, they should never ever be doing all this mix while they're outside of Heat. Yeah, I feel like if So hold on. So they should focus on like the Heat dash moves, yeah? Because they made a change actually. I don't know if you don't know this, but they made a change while if you're in Rage and they do a Heat dash on you, you don't lose that chip anymore.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah. So I feel like they need to change that from +5 to +6 now. Hear me out.
What?
Hear me out. The reason I say this is because it's too like Rage arts are too like common in that scenario, innit? So I feel like defensively or like even as someone attacking, if you can just check that situation with like a down forward one and just, you know, have that calm. Bro, because think about it, look.
No, wait, Richie.
Make it more advantageous for the attack.
No, but look.
Nerf Rage Art armor start off then to mitigate that situation rather than buffing the plus frames. That doesn't make sense.
All right, fair enough. You see that's a cool point. But the point is like, fam, that situation because of that like change, you know them situations where someone will do a Heat dash and then it would be like, okay, now it's like guess the game. Because that was very common in season 1. That's not as common now. So I feel like because of that change,
it's still common though.
No, I think it's still common.
No, but because that damage don't exist anymore, like it literally doesn't. It doesn't go to that point where okay, I'm either going to do a down forward 1 or a down 4.
But the +5 does, and that +5 means a lot because they're still.
No, but it doesn't though.
The +5 means a lot because now they can force their offense on you to finish the round.
Okay, how many times have you done a Heat smash, yeah? And then you've just done like a jab check and someone's just duck launch? How many times? Or you've gone for a throw, like a homing throw, and they've duck launched. Like,
yeah, but
I've not been duck launched for doing
right.
to be honest.
But maybe
correctly though. Like that's just
no, but that situation is just a bit dead, fam. Like I would be very happy if I could just do a down forward 1. Some characters can do that I-12 mid. Why can they do that?
Making it 0. Making it 0 makes more sense to me.
Yeah, but it's just it feels unfair that I don't have the I-12 mid, that I have the comfort to use.
Why would we do a system mechanic change just for Leo to
okay?
No, it's not for Leo. What do you mean for Leo? What do you mean for Leo? What?
You just said
I don't have I-12 mid.
Yeah, you just.
I'm giving an example. Bro. What? Bro, hold on. Wait, bro. I opened, bro. I opened with everyone could do an I-13 check. Bro. That was not about Leo.
You mentioned,
bro. You made it about Leo.
Frame check without getting rage art. That's the point.
But characters can I-12 is what I'm saying, and that seems a bit, bit too advantageous. It's a bit too advantageous. Fam, come on, bro.
If Heat dash reset neutral, bro, then what would be the issue?
Reset neutral.
That's why I said 0.
It'd be even worse,
bro. What do you mean it would be worse, bro?
You'd be right next to your opponent. It'd just be a random scenario afterwards. Wait. At that point, take it away. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Which Heat dash? What Heat dash, bro? 0.
Yeah, make
No,
it.
no, no.
Make
He
it
should reset the neutral position and it'll be 0. So both y'all are like
You
from a
spent your
good
heat.
clear distance.
Just take it away at that point, bro. Just take it
Bro,
away at
you
that point, bro.
spent your heat to get the extra damage if it hit. Like
No,
that-
but
Shola really
yeah,
hit us.
yeah. If it hit, but on block,
Right.
you're not doing any chip damage anymore. Like, obviously, if I'm not in rage, you are cool.
what do you like chip
But
damage?
like,
I think it makes heat a bit weak.
bro, but you have to think. Look, I'm saying
They want
revert
you to
what
be
they done
fun.
revert what they done for season 2 because it's too dumb. But like, balance something else around heat. Like, it just makes more sense. Like, if they want to be aggressive in any way, cool. Make the heat that situation more favorable. Like, that's all I'm saying, fam.
What?
Bro, like, this is not a defensive game. It's not going to be in it. It just isn't.
So make it more offensive.
No, because I'm saying revert back to season 1 and keep the sidestep stuff. Yeah, you see the tracking that's gone from a lot of moves. Keep all of that, and then just maybe change something
let's
about
be
heat
real.
dash.
What about all the players that are very happy with their buffs and are going to cry to the devs that their buffs have been reverted?
Let
Then
them
what?
cry, fam. Let them cry, bro. What do you mean? Who cares, bro, fam? I don't care about, bro. Listen, with how season 1 went, I do not care about any character, bro. I don't care about one character in this game, bro. Listen, I've seen Eddie just cause turmoil, and he's at the bottom of tier list. I've seen, bro, Eddie's. Listen, I absolutely hate Eddie. Yeah, I absolutely hate Eddie, and Leo turned into Eddie, bro. That's how I feel about season 2, bro. That's how I feel about season 2, fam. Yeah, that's my mic drop, blood. That's my mic drop, blood. Big man take, fam.
All right, cool. All right,
Dead
cool.
season, blood.
All right, this is my take in it.
Sorry, guys. Before Shaka goes, I have to go because my food is here. So yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, no worries,
thank you
bro,
very
no
much
worries,
for tuning
bro.
in, my bro.
Thank you for having me, everyone.
Thank you, bro.
Take it easy, everyone.
Man.
Peace.
Thank you, man.
Take it easy.
Yeah, peace. I'm gonna wrap up soon anyway, quickly. But yeah, just my take on it quickly. To be fair, I pretty much agree with what Dante and Immortal were saying. Like, let's be honest, they're not going to revert all the hard work they've done, bro. They did 1,000. They added so many new mechanics and moves, bro. You think they're really gonna revert? They spent. Remember, that cost them money. That's development money, bro. They're not gonna revert back to the flipping season 1, bro. That's impossible. They're never gonna do that. So the only thing they can do realistically is just be able to balance what it is now. Now, I'll be honest, it's a lot of bullshit in the game right now. The first thing they need to fix is the bugs. They need
Let's
to
balance the game. Let me go grab a drink.
First of all, you need to fix all the bugs in the game. That's the first thing. But in my personal opinion, the only way I feel like this how the game is now can even be salvaged is you just need to really buff defense. I liked a lot of what Morton Dante was saying. Like, for example, buff sidestepping.
Let me pour one for you lot, man. Let me pour one.
Let me finish, man. Gosh.
This guy was talking about eating earlier on camera. Now he's busting out the Captain Morgan's, fam. What's going on, fam?
So like, in this game, they made an emphasis on side walking. That's why blocking is not really a thing. I don't know if you see it. Most people just walk. They side walk. They don't sidestep per se. Compared to like Tekken 7 and Tekken 8.
Yeah.
The issue with the emphasis on the sidestep thing is sidestepping is committal. Like, you have to commit to the sidestep, which can leave you unsafe because while you're sidestepping, you're not blocking. But the thing is, with backdash cancelling allows you to block while you're backdashing. So that was a trademark. That was a trademark thing of Tekken, that you could move backwards while, you know what I mean, and be safe. Whereas in like Street Fighter, if you backdash or these other games, you're unsafe as you're backdashing. You get what I mean? If you're not walking backwards. So like, they need to, like, this is what I'm saying, they need to buff that, because it would buff an area of that was like Tekken was known for, and it would help alleviate the overwhelming offense that they put into the game. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I also like the idea that Shola had of having like a heat defensive get off me tool. I think at this point they need that because of how aggressive the game is. I also think like just plus frames and all these plus moves need to be toned down. Not everything needs to be plus on plus on plus. It's ridiculous. So yeah, they just need that's the only way I think they can fix it. Now, my personal opinion, I think you can have some fun in this game casually. Like, you know, playing here and there, playing with some friends. But the way the game is now, competitively, the game's cooked. Tekken is finished competitively. I'll be 100% honest. Like, I feel so sorry for the pro players who, you know, have to really go and travel for this game because there's no. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I just feel like the skill is gone. Skill of the game is gone. It's just more. It's just who can attack and be aggressive more. That's what the game's boiled down
and
to.
matchup knowledge, like plays a factor.
And then literally knowledge checking. It's games just gonna be pure knowledge checking.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like, you know, the days of when I used to love watching Tekken 7 tournaments, and I used to love like the top players, you know, using movement, backdashing, like, you know, mix like the mind games. I used to love that. That's gone. That's gone. I'll be honest. It was gone from season 1, and now they've tripled down, so it's completely gone. So I think comparatively in a whole is completely finished. If they do make the changes that we suggested, the defensive stuff, then maybe. But even still, I just think comparatively the game is not. It's not even fun to watch. I don't even like watching tournaments nowadays. I don't think Tekken 8 tournaments is fun to watch.
Imagine emergency patch. We have removed chip damage. I'd go crazy, bro. I swear down, like they could do this.
If they did that, I would go crazy too. I'm like,
bro, you know how mad bro, the content creators will have a video out in fucking 2 minutes, bro. Everyone will be going crazy.
The biggest change in fighting game history, fam.
Yo, and like, bro, I guarantee everyone will hop online and be like, this game's way better because chip damage is gone. I personally, chip damage was a huge mistake, and I don't think that the developers and the community know how bad chip damage is implemented into this game because they don't play 2D games, so they don't understand how badly they've implemented it. Bro, if they removed that, I think that would do a lot for the game as well. Just removed it straight up. Like, you can block now. That's it. You know what I mean? No Anna Bazooka into chip damage. No, none of that. It's all gone, bro. Straight to back to Tekken. You can defend and get and not get. If they did that in the emergency patch, bro, listen, the community would go crazy, bro. That boycott website, yeah, they'll be like, you know what? Let's keep the game another go. Trust me.
Like, it's gotten to the point where when I win, I don't even feel satisfied because it's like,
that's why I'm not playing the game, bro. Like, legit, it's just, bro. Back 1-4, you can't sidestep no more. I can just spam it.
It's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling beating someone in heat.
It's not.
It's not fulfilling. Like when I'm playing Jack, bro, and I go into heat and I guard break someone and I win because of that. It's not fulfilling. It's funny to see the animation, and it's funny that I know my opponent is annoyed, but like it's not fulfilling. Like, I know I didn't do anything that took a lot of skill. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Fam, I played an offline tournament the other day, and there was times where I was on a pixel of health, and this is on the new patch, bro. I'm landing Bok 2 as a mix because people don't want to take the Bok 3+4 and they're losing 70% of their life.
And Bok 2 safe.
Yes.
But that's a bad balance.
It's safe.
Because like, why if they're gonna give it that low, why wouldn't you make Bok 2 fucking punishable like it should have been flipping 10 years ago?
No, this is the problem. This is the problem with the patch, bro. It's like they're adding new stuff but not balancing it to make it like
it doesn't make sense.
Why the hell is Lars's downforward 1 still -1 and there's 2 extensions to it?
That's stupid.
It doesn't make sense.
That's stupid.
This is the issue. They have no rules that they stick to in Tekken. This is what I've noticed. Like in Street Fighter,
there's just no rules now. It's just do whatever they want.
They're just experimenting, bro. They're experimenting.
In Street Fighter, there's general rules that they stick to for like very strictly for the most part. If you do an EX reversal in Street Fighter, it is launch punishable. Across the board. In Tekken, they implemented Power Crush, and they're like, oh well, some of them can be safe. Some of them might be. Some of them are -13. Some of them are. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Like, do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying though? Like, across the board, like in Street Fighter, like light attacks will be a certain amount on block for the most part, or whatever. Whereas in Tekken, like you said, you've got your downforward 1 with extensions, and there's it's still -1 for the single attack.
Yeah, because I remember from Tekken 7, like characters that had down forward 1 extensions, theirs were like -3 or whatever. Characters didn't was less. That was the
that
rule.
should be a general rule that is across the board that they do not break. But this is the thing: they like to break these rules as and when for characters.
It just doesn't make sense.
Which also confuses the casuals and the people that are trying to learn and get better at the game.
And the thing is, I know I'm still talking about last down for 1, but bro, the mix up is it's dumb. So before, like Richie was saying when we was playing the Mandem lobbies the other day, is he used to step after down forward 1. The second hit will hit him, and if the second hit hits you, the third hit is guaranteed. So it's just nuts, bro.
And then -1 down forward 1.
Sounds like last 1-1-1, man.
1, bro.
Yeah, frame data actually it really don't matter now. Like Doug just said that in the chat, fam. Like you like the reason we haven't looked at the patch notes and stuff is because we run our offense. It either works or it doesn't.
That's why he's not lying. That's why I haven't looked at the patch note. This is the first patch note that I haven't read.
I don't care for it, bro, at all.
Well, they contradicted themselves in the patch notes because they'll be like, oh yeah, the defense or whatever, and then in the patch notes they're talking about, oh, we've buffed this character's offense and rare for whatever reason. It's just like, well, no one asked for that, and like, you know what I'm saying, the character didn't need it, but you want to buff the offense, even though you said it's going to be a defensive patch. So it's
again, I don't feel satisfied when winning. So and apparently neither.
I do think in the community though there is like this divide where people want character individuality and some people want consistency. So like in my opinion, across the board, every down forward 2 should be punishable regardless, and I think that would be good for the casual players that are learning the game, and it would be good for consistency across the board with the pro players. But some people will be like, no, my characters should have a safe down forward 2 because it makes my character more unique and individual and stuff like that. So I do think that there's this argument there where like no one really knows whether there should be consistency in this way or we should be able to break the rules with everyone. Do you know what I mean? Are we going to have rules that we stick to, or are we going to claim character individuality every single time they break the rules, basically?
Safe launches in a game with heat is just not advised, bro.
But then some people be like, oh, I need it. Like I've always had this. This makes my character unique, individual.
Fam, I just think they're experimenting. Like they got the new crouch heat change, and now they're adding new lows that are +7 on hit, -12 on block.
Bro, like Brian and Paul getting full crouch lows
that are +7 on hit, both of them. Why are they both +7? Why is this the new trend? Like mids that are +7 on block. Brian's new snake eyes back 1+2.
Wait,
+7 on block.
What you see that is a power brush.
No, I don't think so.
You see Paul's low, yeah.
I swear Brian's mid.
See the Paul low. You see Paul's low.
I'm not sure.
On counter here. What does it do?
Knock down.
Because okay, but does it wall splat? Because Brian's one.
That's Brian's.
Oh, it's only Brian's.
Yeah.
Brian's wall splats on counter here.
Snake eyes already.
Fam, I think a lot of the stuff they've done, like if they keep it in the game, they have to just reduce the frames, bro. Even Leo's bot 3+4 should never ever be +4. It doesn't make sense.
It should be 0.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, 0 or -1. Like lows like that are usually -1 or 0 or -2, 3. Like it just don't make any sense.
I personally think the wall stun mechanic was a mistake as well.
Wall stun?
I don't think that adds the wall crush, like the moves on block that force you to bounce off the wall and now they're like +17 in your face or whatever. I don't think that was a good mechanic either. I don't think that added anything good to the game. Like Tekken 7 was good before it had that mechanic in, and they added it in right at the end in season 4, and then like it's not done anything good for the game like since it's been in. I don't think
they were testing it. Remember Tekken 7 season 4, or actually when they released Bakaram, that was the start of the test of them.
God break.
God break.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
So dumb, bro. Guard breaks, but we didn't even talk about guard breaks. Guard breaks is a problem. Like,
they're getting more now. They're getting more and more now.
Everybody got a guard break. Jack has a free heat smash after it.
Yeah, no, that's trash. That's
Why does heat smash 10 frames?
Bro, I'm saying Jack has the guard break because he has no low out of stance, so like that's why he has it.
There's
other characters that get guard breaks. There's other characters that get guard breaks that have lows out of stance and all this crazy stuff. Do you know what I mean? They don't need that. Why does Feng have a guard break that like they buffed Feng's guard break, the charge move, and then now he can do the 12 frame mid into the new follow up, and he breaks the floor, doesn't it?
And that's why he shouldn't have. That's what
He shouldn't have that.
He shouldn't have a 12 frame. This is the whole point of the people having frame punish.
Feng has lows out of stance though.
So do you reckon it should wall crush then? The high, the guard break.
He's better than the guard breaking.
No,
He's better than the guard breaking.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So that should be a universal thing then. Just forget about guard breaks, fam. Like no one wants to wake up against Devil Jin and just have to be forced. No, I don't even know about forced to power crush or whatever the option is, bro. Like
Devil Jin's thing doesn't make sense, bro. I don't understand.
You used to be able to parry that. Like if they charged it up or sidestep or power crush, like there was other options, fam. Like
it fully tracks.
And it tracks, yeah. I think if they're gonna do guard break, one, you shouldn't have no 10 frame move that wall splats so like if you're gonna guard break, like a charge up and do a guard break, it should be like 1-1-2 or 1-2-2 or whatever, you know.
They should nerf Jack's heat smash.
Jack's heat smash should be 12 frames. Shouldn't even be
12 or 13. I think the most fastest heat smash should be 13 frames.
they would have to change how it works as a heat smash. Then it would have to be like
It has to be a mid. I'll make it a mid. Just make it a mid.
Good
Make it
tracking.
a
and
mid.
stuff.
I don't mind that.
You want
Make it a
that?
mid.
You want
This is a
that?
high- this is a
You want
high
that?
mid.
You want Jack having a mid heat smash like that? You'd be crying about that as well. I guarantee you. I promise you right now, you'd be crying about that.
I'm just saying. If they're gonna get rid of it being I-10, then at least make it mid.
Bro,
I think
it's a flipping high that you can sidestep and duck. Why are we crying?
No,
about
I
that?
don't. Me personally, I don't have an issue with it. I personally don't have an issue with it. Like,
Yeah, this was Shola's thing. Shola's talking about Jack a lot.
I'm not hearing it from Shola if he's playing Devil Jin, bro. My man's flying at you with unblockable. You can do it 3 times in a row now.
Grab your heads. Grab your heads.
Out of here.
Devil Jin doesn't even interest me in this game, so I can
Bro, man said if he's not in heat, he can just poke your head. You know, give you a little scare. Give you a little scare.
You can do it 3 times in a row. You have to guess every single time.
Cool.
Unblockable.
Let's wrap up. So yeah, I don't even know if I finished my point, but yeah, basically, long story short, the only way this game can be saved is if they just buff defense like crazy, like make things less bustle, maybe buff movement some more. I don't know, but that's the only way it can be saved. I feel like the game competitively is cooked, but I think you can have some fun casually. So that's just what I think, man. But yeah, man, honestly, good podcast. I think it was a good podcast. I think we discussed a lot of stuff. Again, thank you for Shola for joining, one of our first guests on it.
Yeah, big ups, man. Big ups. Welcome.
We've never had a guest before, you know. Never.
It's a true Shola.
Thank you.
You not had Shola on before?
No, I've never had a guest on.
I just be talking shit in like the chats and everything. So
I feel like we've done a podcast before with Shola. Am I actually bugging?
No. I just be talking shit in the like when y'all do your voice chats. You know, Justin told me, "Hey, come in," and I was like, "All right, okay."
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed, fam. I hope you enjoyed it. I liked you, bro. I thought it was cool. I thought you had.
I appreciate it. I mean, I have a lot more to say about the game, but you know, I'm on a time constraint, so
yeah.
Y'all follow me on what's my Twitter? Y'all follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Trill Shola. Can I change it from ATL Koreans on here?
Nah. You're that, bro. You're that.
At Trill Shola. Just at Trill Shola.
Sure. Yeah, I'll drop your follow, man. That's cool.
Follow, man.
That's anytime. Just a quick one before. Anytime when I've gone to America or Japan, this is who I am with, him and Win as well. So shout out to them, man. These guys, they're funny, bro.
So I got a funny moment as well with Shola. I was playing against I'm Your Father, yeah, and I remember the Americans were, you know what I'm saying, they were doing that thing where they cheer for like the Korean player versus you in it. And I remember Shola. I was looking around it because I was kind of confused. I was like, why are these guys gassing man up like this? What's going on? And I think Shola was one person that was like backing, man, innit? While I was in Vegas, innit? So.
Oh yeah, I'm back. See, so
you remember that?
We're not Nigerian blood, you know what I'm saying? So we got.
Yeah. Come on, fam. Come on, Hondo.
Nah, respect it, man. Nah, big up, man. Appreciate you,
big up, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, that's the podcast, man. That's what we thought of season 2. Yeah, guys. Catch you lot in the next one. Oh, did you have any last things to say quickly before we go or before we wrap up?
Nah,
bro,
man.
I ain't playing, bro. Listen, Enjoy Tekken 8, man. Enjoy Tekken 8.
I wish I could give some words of wisdom, fam. Like, yeah, just keep playing. I can't.
I got one. Stop being mean to the developer, please. Y'all,
Yeah, I
That's in the honor roll, yeah.
I'll say something. I'll say something. Big up to everyone, yeah, who's playing Paul and Jack and they're not abusing the bug. You guys, I've got respect for you guys. That's inbuilt cheating into the game, and you guys aren't cheating. So
I've heard stories.
True colors. It shows people's true colors. The fact that you lot have the ability to cheat in the game, and you guys aren't cheating. Listen, I respect you guys, bro. Because there's a lot of guys that ain't got. You get me? That kind of. They ain't built like that, bro. They're abusing that to get the
fam. Certain man are taxing the non-streamers, fam. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, yeah, man.
Certain man are taxing the non-streamers. You know, when they can hide it. You know what I'm saying? The behind the scenes.
Not one pool
behind the scenes, blood.
Not one pool player has actually used the bug on me. You know that. So
no, someone's been on me a couple times. You know, America. You know, they don't give a fuck.
I ain't played it that much though. But the guys that ain't abusing the bugs. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man.
Word. Too. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch. What's my ATL Koreans? That's my Twitch.
Follow him up, man. Follow him up. I'll be out here playing Sonic and that. I'll be locked in.
Saying, all right, guys, let's wrap up, guys. Thanks so much. Catch you all in the next one.
Bless.
Oh, yeah.